everyone. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh, my heart is racing. I swear, every time I stream, my heart is beating out of like my chest. So someone give me a sanity check. Of course, I gotta test my audio after my screw up last time I was recording audio. So if you can hear me, just I would say raise your hand, but I can't see your hand. So I guess just say hello. Say anything. Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kimono. Thank you so much, Jimothy. Hi, Yuko-kan, my beautiful mod. Thank you. So, I realized in hindsight I didn't put any background music, so I'm gonna do what I always do and Google some copyright-free lo-fi music. Hasn't failed me yet. And I'll put on a loop, hopefully. So let me just Google that. I apologize if it is really loud. We are going to figure this together. So I'm going to be actually talking about my trip to Vietnam, although you can tell by the title. And I have some pictures. I have a slideshow. And, okay, let me just... Okay, can you hear that? Wait, let me see. No. I have, like, the generic lo-fi girl music, but no. Can you hear that? I can't really hear anything. Oh. Oh, how about that? Okay. So, I'm gonna assume there's lo-fi music in the background. I'm gonna assume that. And one last thing, I realize YouTube has a really bad chat lag, so if you see me just staring blankly waiting for the chat to move on, it's probably the lag. Anyways, you tell me if you hear lo-fi music, and if so, we can move on to the slideshow. Ideally, this stream will last 3 hours maximum, or else my butt is gonna hurt from sitting so long. It's a bit loud. Okay, I'm just gonna make it a little quieter. Okay. There we go. I made it a little quieter. Hopefully that's good. And, oh, hi, Karama. Thank you for dropping by. Have fun at work. It's a little loud compared to my voice. Okay, I'll make it quieter. How about this? How about this? Is this good? Is this good? I made it quieter. We are becoming audio engineers, mini audio engineers, I say as I slide one bar up and down until it works. Okay, so while I wait, I'll just talk about my trip. So I had my trip in Vietnam in July, and I was there for an entire month. I was actually visiting my grandparents, so I've been staying at their house. Oh yes, thank you so much. Yeah, and so I was staying at their house, and because my grandpa, I was gonna say grandpa, but I mixed up grandfather and grandpa together to make grandpater, but that makes no sense. So, but I was here to visit my grandpa and my grandma, mostly my grandfather because he's like older, and they were so nice. Even though I haven't seen them in like 6 years, they still remembered me, and I was like, whoa, hi. So, I'm gonna start the slideshow, and we're gonna bear with the chat lag. I will talk to fill the empty space. Now, I introduced to you this disturbing piece of sticky rice. Why do I have a piece of sticky rice here? Well, let me tell you. This sticky rice was at the Hong Kong airport. I don't know if it's because of COVID, but the Hong Kong airport was like dead inside. There was all the shops were closed. There were like the metal bars closing the metal bars like closing the shop basically. Everything was closed. The entire airport was closed. And fun fact, I have a little brother, which will be referenced throughout this. I am an older sister, actually. Indeed, I am a real older sister. One-san, One-chan. I'm so sorry for butchering that. But, oh, hi, Philip. Oh, hi. I'm glad you can make it. But yes, so yeah, the ugly sticky rice. I know. You're gonna see my hand. You're gonna see my parents' hands. This is not an in-character stream. I don't think I'll ever make an in-character stream ever, because I can't be like, oh, I'm an angel. I'm so angelic. Look at me. No, I can't do that. But yeah, you're gonna see some real hands if that's like a disturbing thing for you. So the Hong Kong airport was closed, and because of this, my little brother and I were really excited to eat the food. We were like hyping it up before our trip to Vietnam. We were like, we're gonna order everything. We have like $200 to spend at this one airport. We're gonna be here for, so here's the thing. We're supposed to be at the airport for 8 hours, and then they said, never mind, you only have a 3-hour wait. But then that flight got canceled, so we had to wait 10 hours. So we were there with 10 hours. Everything was closed. All the delicious restaurants were closed. And I was like, what? We came here for the food. I heard there was like even a Gordon Ramsay burger joint here with really bad reviews, but it was Gordon Ramsay. Just saying. And so we didn't know all the restaurants were closed, so we like looked at the map, we talked to the customer service, and only 3 shops were open in the entire airport. We were there for 10 hours, and the entire airport was just not there. So the only 3 shops that were open was the gift shop, the airport delays, yes. Angels don't eat, so you were fine, right? No, I'm hungry, I'm secretly a human. Just kidding. But yeah, so where was I? Oh yes, there was a gift shop, there was a liquor store, and I don't drink, so that was useless to me. And then there was this small cafe, and because it was the only place with food, the lineup was so long. There was like a lineup of at least 30 people. And it was this tiny cafe, and this cafe didn't have any seats in it. It was like you go in through one half of the shop. So the shop had 2 openings, an entrance and an exit. So you would just file in single line into this restaurant or this cafe. And this cafe had like 4 things and had drinks. So they had the sticky rice. And the sticky rice was basically not on the menu, actually. My little brother found out because he saw that sticky rice was something someone else was eating. So he's like, oh, there's sticky rice. The menu had 3 items. 4 items, I think. They had, what did they have? They had meatballs. So they had 3 meatballs for $6.50. Just 3 meatballs. No sauce. They had a cheese tart, and they had an egg tart, and they had a siu mai, but the siu mai was sold out by the time I got there, unfortunately. So, are you sure you're hungry by the sticky rice, Van? Are you sure? And, oh, Jimothy, Gordon Ramsay restaurant with bad reviews is a must. Is it? I've never been to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant before. Okay, so, yes. So, it was a really weird selection of food. So let's see, let me just click on my slideshow. So here are the tarts. So for the tarts, I have the cheese tarts on top and the egg tarts on bottom. I thought the cheese tarts would be very savory. I thought it would be a savory tart, so I was excited, like a chicken pot pie. I was wrong. It was sweet. It was like a cheesecake but hot, and that kind of disturbed me because I like my cheesecakes cold, right? So just having this gooey cheesy thing was like, whoa, I don't know if I like this. The egg tart was good though. Do I have a picture of the meatballs? Oh, I have a picture of the meatballs, guys. Watch out. Hold on to your seats. This is gonna be a ride. $6.50 for this. Behold. Yes, those tarts were very delicious, unlike these meatballs. So this was a whole meal in quotation marks. And that drink is salty lemonade. What do I mean by cheesecake but hot? Well, yeah, it was exactly what it sounds like. It was like, imagine like a melted, heated up cheesecake. That's what it is. Good images getting you hungry. Don't worry, there's a lot of better food than this. I promise you. This is the airport food. But yes, have you ever had salted lemonade? It's really interesting. Like, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's an interesting flavor profile. Yep, just 3 meatballs. They didn't even taste that good, honestly. They tasted kind of weird, and I was like, this is the only food I have for 10 hours. Yeah, right? Like I said, $6.50. That's like $2 per meatball. And like the meatball is the size of I think it was like a golf ball, actually. These look very tasty. Oh, hi, Echoes. Nice to see you. Welcome to my stream. I bet you lost some angelic weight. Honestly, I probably was. I was starving the entire time, and I was eating snacks because I brought snacks from Canada. So I was eating gummy bears and but gummy bears, you can only last so long on gummy bears. So let's go to the next slide. So my sticky rice came with a random chicken wing. So I was eating my sticky rice, right? And then suddenly I poke on something hard, and I'm like, what is this? And I found a chicken wing. A chicken wing. What is a chicken wing doing in sticky rice? Is this normal? Do you usually have a random? No, it has a bone. Just a chicken wing inside your sticky rice. I was shook. This was a jump scare, but with food. I was like, oh my gosh, did someone leave a bone? No, it was just a chicken wing. But at least I had some protein. This was aside from the meatballs, this was my only protein in the 10 hours at the airport. Yeah, free chicken, usually they charge more for chicken, but here, no, they give it for free as a surprise. Better than a ring inside a bath bomb, because this one's edible. You've never seen a chicken wing in sticky rice? Me neither. Me neither. Oh, maybe to make the rice taste better? Yeah, probably. You get that nice chicken flavor. Gordon Ramsay would not be proud. Yeah, his restaurant, the reviews were really bad. The burgers looked bad. I was like, dang, that's kind of sad. That looks good. Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. The chicken wing was the best part. So this brings me to my grandma's house. My grandma owns the house. Yes, she's a very independent, strong woman. I love that. And this dish is called... Oh, was it worth the price? No, the meatballs were not worth the price. It was not worth it. I felt scammed. Anyways, this dish is called banjangjom. And that translates to... the rice paper? It translates to tossed rice paper. Sorry, I said rice. Tossed rice paper. So basically, if they take rice paper... They cut it up, they put it in with peanuts, papaya, fish sauce, dried squid, they put a couple quail eggs in there, they put fresh basil. This looks really messy, but it is very delicious. They also put these very thin egg omelet things. And the thing is, yeah, it is good, give me the... And then, yes, it looks very interesting. But, yeah, so the thing is though, my grandma... She knows the person who works there, so she would always bring it. She'd be like, Uriel, you want to eat some? I'm gonna buy some. And I'm like, okay, sure, Grandma. And then she buys three boxes, and I'm like, wait, Mom, Grandma, please, I can't finish this. Yeah, quail eggs are these tiny, adorable eggs. They were boiled, and it was really cute. Does the rice paper add texture? Yeah. So the rice paper, usually it's really crunchy, which is kind of weird, but this one, because of all the sauces, it's al dente pasta. Is that how you say it? It still had a bit of chew to it, but it wasn't mushy, right? So it still had some firmness to it. Remove the quail eggs, and I'd be down to try that too. You don't have to eat the quail eggs, okay? Don't worry. Vietnam has some really, really weird food. So this leads to the next one. That corn is definitely not to hide a suspicious reflection of myself. Definitely not. So originally I was gonna ask you guys, what is that yellow sauce? To see your guesses. But because of the corn emoji, you guys can tell it's a corn puree. It was a very sweet corn puree, almost like a dessert. It was really good. And it was that's snails, by the way. So you had to get a toothpick and stab it in the snail and eat it, and then they would scoop up the sauce and slurp it. This sounds really weird, but yes. So this is a shop owned by my family, or a restaurant owned by my family on my dad's side, and there was a lot of snails. It was Snail City, baby. They had snails, seafood, mostly snails. Corn puree. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds great. Corn puree. It's a very glossy corn puree. Very beautiful. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, but it worked. This was actually the favorite of the rest, favorite among my whole family. You're gonna see a lot of interesting combinations, I can promise you that. This is more normal. It is beans and clam. But the thing is, the clams weren't open, so you had to grab your nail and jam it in and pry it open yourself. And I'm actually pretty weak. I can't even open water bottles half the time if the cap is too tight. But so I was like, Dad, can you help me? Don't eat Gary. Sorry, Gary. Well, it's not like the circular snail shell like Gary, so we're good. We're just eating his cousins. Just big difference. So, I like beans. Beans are very good. And then here is a hot pot. These clams are open. I don't have to pry them open. This was like in Vietnam it's like hot pot, but in Vietnam we call it lo. So lo is a hot pot, and it was pretty good. I liked it. It was a bit sour. It was good. Let's see. Clams are hard, so I can't blame you, to be honest. That's true. Have you ever tried to pry a clam open? It is difficult. Gary is safe for now. Yes, he is. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting hot pot. So Vietnamese hot pot is kind of like tom yum, or at least the one I have. So it's a little bit sour. They usually put like pineapple or tamarind in it. And there was another sour soup that you will see later in my slideshow called gan chua, and that just means sour soup, but it's delicious. It's not like sweet and sour pork. It's not like the Chinese kind of sour spicy kind of soup. I don't know what's called. It's not like that. It's like very light soup. They put like, I don't know what they put in. I just know pineapple, tamarind, something else. Tomato. They put tomato. I have done it before, so it's hard, I know. Echoes, oh no, I'm so sorry for your nails. Hopefully you didn't break a nail when that happened. So this, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think this is, guys? This time I will ask you, I don't have any emojis here. What do you think this is? It's a snails again, but what kind of sauce is that? Let's see, Echo says, when my dad heats up clams, he microwaves them to open them up. You can do that? That's how they open it up? I didn't know that. That's so cool. I should try that next time. I should try it. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water while you guys give me your guesses. So, what's the brown thing and what's that sauce? Go ahead, give me your wild guesses. Okay, Zian. Oh, hi, Zian. It's so nice to meet you and live. Oh, good luck at work. Yeah, mornings is the only time I can stream because I have such like limited time. Hopefully one day I can do an evening stream, but it's unlikely. But I'm just so happy to see familiar faces. Ah, thank you, Zian. I hope you enjoy the lurking. Okay, let's see. Coconut milk with fried onions, clam, fish flakes. Zian has it! Congratulations, you got it! It is indeed coconut milk and fried onion or shallots, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, your pictures have no power anymore because I got that food. Congratulations, man! Let's see. Echo, looks like mushroom and rice porridge. It does look like it. I was like, it looks like mushroom soup, but in Vietnam, we don't really have like the creamy mushroom soup. It's funny though. A fun fact, in Vietnam, basically, we actually have two types of soup. So we have like the Vietnamese soup, which is we just call that gan. So gan is like a Vietnamese soup. It's like a transparent soup, usually made with like vegetables and like I said, pineapple, tamarind, best friend. But we can do that with like, I mean, basically it's just a clear soup. And then we call like Western soups that are like creamy or like just Western, not Asian. We just call that soup. Yeah, we say soup. You gotta say fast. So, congratulations, Xian, you got it. So let's go to the next picture. This is fried rice. Next slide. This is a cake. This was actually at a different place. This was in a shopping mall, and I went with my cousins that I haven't seen in years. When I last saw them, they were just like these tiny girls, but now they're in high school, and I was like, you grow up so fast. I am feeling that big sister energy. And the fun thing is, we went to an arcade, and in the arcade, they have gambling in the arcade for like little kids. So you get tokens, right? And there's this machine that you can put tokens in. You can put 1 or 5, and in the machine, basically there'd be these animals running across the screen with numbers attached to it. The higher the number, the harder it is to catch. So if you had like 1 coin, you get 1 lasso. If you get 5 coins, you get 5 lassos. And then you would catch the animal you want by pressing the button when you find the animals you want, and then you would mash the button for dear life. You would mash it super hard until like your hands hurt basically to try and get the animals. And I think it's rigged because I caught no animals. That is rigged. I am a good gamer. I am a gamer girl. I'm just kidding. That was kind of cringe. But my brother was like a hero playing that. He was like the MVP. My cousins, like all 3 cousins and I, we just let him do it. We gave our tokens to him because he won. He got like, he turned like our 5 tokens into like 30. He was OP, and by the end of it, he had his skin rubbed off, and he just had this awful blister on his hand from where he was mashing the buttons. And I was like, no, I'm so sorry, it was not worth it. But yeah, Vietnamese morals not always the brightest. I'm an okay gamer. Hi, Ghostbot, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, but yes, I'm a good gamer. I'm a gamer girl. Please erase that quote from your mind. I regret it. So yes, that was my experience. I tried gambling and I lost every single time. And I realized gambling's just not for me. So here's another cheesecake. Delicious. Next time just play pachinko. I think I'll lose anyways. Yeah, not a blister from mashing. Yep. So this was a store for an aoyai, cause I don't fit in my aoyai anymore because it's been a lot of years. So we went aoyai shopping. It is a traditional Vietnamese dress. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture that has it like on a person, but it's very beautiful. You can Google it. But it was kind of embarrassing because I have very broad shoulders. Fun fact, because I did a lot of swimming and just I was just born naturally with really broad shoulders. So all the aoyais were like ready-made, and so when I tried putting it on, like it was fine when I put it like on my over my hips, on my body. But then when it came to the zipper, my shoulders were just jutted. I couldn't zip it up all the way because my shoulders, because an aoyai is skin tight basically. It gives a very elegant, sophisticated look. But I couldn't fit in any of them, so I just waited for like my mom. I was waiting for her to like try on the clothes. I was sitting down on a chair, staring at patterns, going like, what has my life gone to? I feel very sad right now. I did end up getting an aoyai. I got it custom made, and it has a cranes on it. It's very beautiful. I think that one day I want to get an aoyai costume. I'm gonna redesign it. The one that you see in the thumbnail has red blossoms, but my dad was like, Uriel, what are you doing? Those are North Vietnam blossoms. We're South Vietnamese. You gotta rep the South Vietnamese with yellow blossoms. So I'm like, okay. But maybe I'll do cranes maybe on my next one. Let's see. So Echo says so many colors to be honest, and Asian sizes are always so petite. Yes, I don't fit in anything. I didn't buy any clothes in Vietnam except for the custom made aoyai. You can swing. Wow, I envy you. I can't. Or swim. Yes, I can swim. I like swimming, but I'm not very good at it. I like the breaststroke, which I called the frog stroke because it looks like a frog. But yes, that's my experience with shopping for aoyais. Now, I went to a night market. Yay! So the night market was very delicious. But here's the thing. The night market over here has a variety of food. You keep on walking, you see all of these stores with like all kinds of food. But in Vietnam, it's like deja vu. So like basically you walk around and you see like a takoyaki stand. And then you walk around a few more feet and you see another takoyaki stand that looks exactly the same, right? So they all like sold the same thing over and over, and I was like, what? I'm so confused. Don't you want variety? Because this is like competition, right? You're like fighting for the same thing. So I don't know, like in all night markets I went to, it was just deja vu. The exact same stand, the exact same stall. I thought I was walking in circles, but I was not. And that was very awkward. I was like, whoa. The night market food looks so yummy. Yes, it is. Like my family was worried I'd get food poisoning, but I was fine actually. It was really good. So this is like a grilled piece of pork with the cheese on top. And I learned in Vietnam, cheese is called phô mai. I'm probably saying the accent wrong, but it was very good. That's like a sweet chili sauce and mayonnaise and some herbs. This is like the raw food. So they had all this raw food out, and then they would put it inside a grill and grill it for you. I actually ordered that giant octopus leg there because I was so curious, and unfortunately, you guys are gonna be disappointed. Unfortunately, they do not serve it on as is. They cut up the octopus leg. Isn't that so sad, guys? You can't walk around with a giant octopus leg. It's all cut up. That's like false advertising. It was still delicious though. Let's see. The comments just catch up because the chat lag is always sad. Let's see. How expensive were those stuff? Oh, it was cheap. In Vietnam, a lot of the food is cheap. Like, only like $1, $2, $3 for like a whole meal. Like, you can get a whole plate of gum sung, which is broken rice with a pork steak, basically. And it's very delicious. You can have like a fried egg on it. You can have like pickled vegetables. And it's only for like, I think it was $1.30 for the place near my grandma's house. And I was like, whoa, that's cheap. It's like $8 in Canada. Let's see. Echo says, my dad is from Cambodia, so he says to never eat street food or you'll get food poisoning. I did get food poisoning on the trip, but in a place that I did not expect. You might have seen on Twitter, but I'll tell when it comes. So yeah, street food, delicious. There was also the rolled ice cream shop. There was a lot of these, and then people would grab their spatulas and go and like cut it. Like they wouldn't cut it; they would like bang on the metal to make like a drum beat to attract people. Unfortunately, it seems that Google Slides has destroyed the quality, so I cannot read the ice cream flavors to you. I believe that is strawberry. There's a mint. There's a blueberry. There's a mango. There's a pineapple, chocolate, vanilla, berry, which I got. It was pretty good, and I have no idea what that light purple one in the middle is. Taro, maybe? Let's see. The comments. Good. You didn't get sick and eat the food. Yes. You can't walk around with a Squidward. I was gonna try. Let's see. Cheap food. Yeah, it's so cheap. Street food will always be cheap. Yes. It definitely is. Until you're in Canada. Then suddenly street food is like $15 for what did I eat at the night market? Like a grilled cheese sandwich. It was really expensive at the Canada night market. Let's see. Rolled ice cream seems good. It is so good. It's like airy, it's nice, it's flaky. I recommend it. Oh, ube, maybe it was. And Overedge Props. Hi, Overedge Props. Being half Viet, but never been there. It's very interesting to hear about your travels. Ah, my pleasure. This is only just getting started. This is just in Saigon. We are in a journey. This stream is gonna take a long time. I'm expecting 3 hours, maybe 4. We're gonna see. And that is my dad's hand. That's not my hand. That's my dad's hand. Okay, but you're gonna see his hand a lot because I was like, Dad, hold my food for me so I can take a picture. Purple one might be blueberries because of the picture. Oh yeah, maybe. What language is that? This is all Vietnamese. I can't really read Vietnamese. My Vietnamese has improved a little bit since going to Vietnam. I can understand most Vietnamese, but talking it, I struggle with the tones because it's the tonal language. Hi, Reed. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's gonna be a long stream. I'm expecting 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, depending on how fast I go to the slides. We are currently on picture 19 of 349. We have a long way to go. So, yes, is Dad Riel review? Yeah, Dad Riel. So, this is, it's me again, and it is meat wrapped in a leaf that I do not know, but it is delicious. If you see this, I recommend it. The leaf gives it a subtle, extra layer of flavor, and that sauce was like a spicy, sour sauce. It was delicious. I think Mexican cuisine has something similar, but I don't know what it's called. Yes, we have 349 pictures to go, baby. This is why it took me so long to prepare, because I had to sort through 1,000 photos. Pick the best ones. Yeah, and they also had this. I didn't eat this one, but it's like they put an egg yolk and they put like stuff inside, like ham, green onion, and they just steam it. I don't know what this is though. Let's see. Good, I can catch you as I'm on my lunch break. We'll go back to work soon. Oh, good luck at work, Echoes. Let's see, glad you had a great time there. Yeah, and I don't know if it's a banana leaf, because this one's edible. I don't think banana leaf is edible, but it's like a herby leaf. Kind of like the, I think it's called the shiso leaf. It's kind of like that. Let's see, Van says, last time I was a stream with slides, the stream was like, yeah, I prepared like 20 and some short stories, so maybe we will be done in an hour. Long story short, after 2 hours she didn't finish. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be at least 3 hours long. Let's see. The conversations were super fun. Aw, that's so nice. 1,000 photos. Yeah, I took a lot of photos. Now, this is strawberry tea. This was very popular in Vietnam. I saw a lot of it. This was also very cheap, like $1. It was tea with strawberry in it. What do you expect? It's strawberry tea. But it tasted good. They had like real strawberries in it, which was delicious. Okay. This was the giant squid I showed a picture of. They cut it up. It shrunk. I was disappointed, but it was delicious. And this one is and I think it's called enoki mushroom wrapped in meat. So you see like meat wrapped in vegetables wrapped in meat. It just went on, and then cheese and wrapped in cheese on top. And that's squid. That's my dad's hand again. I love barbecue squid. Anytime I go to a night market, this is the first thing I look for. It's like my favorite night market food. This one, I don't even want to try reading that in Vietnamese, but it was a spiral potato. You can have this at most night markets. It's very common. Some people call it like a tornado potato, but it was delicious as well. It was very crunchy. Very good. This is a picture of my hand now. Hand reveal. And it was dusted with powder. Probably garlic powder. Salt and pepper. I'm not sure, but it was very good. And I shared it with my family. Dude, all this food looks so creative and so good. I want it. Oh, you're gonna see so much food here. Vietnamese food, night market food, it's all amazing. So, now let's talk about a site. No more food for a while. So this, I'm not gonna read the Vietnamese one, but it was the Independence Palace. It's a relic. So basically, the story of this palace is that, see those gates? So this was, I think it was like it's a presidential palace, right? So I think in like a war or something, someone, like, I forgot which side, they ran a tank through the gates. And I think that's how they won. So this place was basically known as the gate that was ran through with a tank. I do have a picture of the tank, by the way. Let's see. Van says, not gonna lie, we can clearly see where your priorities are. Food, then food, then food, then clothes, then weapons. That's so true. It's mostly food. Let's see. You can see the spiral potato at some festivals in the US closest thing. Yeah. I saw it in Canada as well. It's very common. You're so hungry. Oh, prepare overedge props. You're gonna be hungry after all the photos. And then you might be disgusted by some, but we'll see. So yes, this is the presidential palace that the tank ran through. But as you can see, there's no more tank through the door. The gate is fixed. It's very pretty, isn't it? This is like I think it's a dining room. History is so fun when it's insane. Oh yeah, it's insane. I'll tell you more about it when it goes to pictures. So yeah, there's staircases. There was this really fancy press conference looking room. I don't know what this room is for, honestly. There was like guest rooms and stuff like that, but I have no idea. There's also this very fancy bush. There was this other place, I guess it's for tea parties. There's also a game room, but I forgot to post the picture of the slide because there was just so many photos. And then, yeah, very interesting decorations. I have no idea what this is. I think it's an engine or furnace or something. We're like underground as well. Oh, here, this is the telecommunications place. They send like radio signals and stuff. There were I think like 7 different rooms that would just look like this. Seriously, there was a lot of radio stuff. This is a map, because this happened in the war, right? I don't know what those buttons do. I didn't press it, because I'm scared of pushing buttons. You don't know what those do, they probably do nothing. But I'm just trained not to push buttons, unless it's in the game, because that's safe. This is the president's bed! You might be like, Uriel, why is it so sad and plain? Well, here's the thing. So the underground place was kind of like a bunker, right? So the president probably had a place upstairs that I couldn't find, and then this is the downstairs one. So it was very plain. It was more like to be secure, you know, to be safe, just a place to sleep. This place has really good places. Yeah, Vietnam has a lot of amazing sights. These are the trees outside. This is the tank that ran over the presidential palace, or maybe it's a tank. Hopefully no Vietnamese people are gonna correct me. Just kidding, do correct me. But yes, it's a tank. It's the tank that ran over, which I assume is why it's in like the red rope. This is a fighter jet, I think. I think it's a fighter jet anyways. I'm bad with planes, can you tell? But yes, it is a plane. Very cool. It took a long, I had to walk in the heat to get these tanks and plane pictures. So I hope you enjoy it, because it was a hassle to go here. Let's see. Echo says, so an underground place to be safe from bombings, I'm sure. Yeah. The Chad tank. Ooh, a tank. Yes, it's a tank. I'm gonna drink some water, by the way, while you look at this plane. Gotta get hydrated. Okay. I put my cup down beside my microphone. Now, sudden bubble tea! So after looking at the plane, the tank, the palace... No, I went here with my cousins. I have a girl cousin and a guy cousin. And honestly, my guy cousin was really sweet. He he offered his jacket because I'm not a vampire VTuber, but I am kind of a vampire. I go to like this, I go to the sun, right? And I just burn. I burn to a crisp. My whole body just reacts really badly. I get like rashes everywhere. So I am a bit of a vampire, but I'm not a vampire VTuber, if that makes sense. I'm a vampire, but not a vampire. He offered me like his coat. He held like water bottle for all of us. He was nice. And then I also connected a lot with the girl cousin as well. She was so sweet. And they could talk up some English, so we both talk in like a Vietnamese English mix. Let's see. I wonder if the stuff is from the Tet Offensive. I'm not sure. Let's see. Fighter jet, yeah. Hydrate or dihydrate. As a blacksmith, can you also make tanks and other war vehicles? I think vehicles are out of my wheelhouse. I'm not a vampire, but I'm a vampire. Yeah. I thought angels like sunshine. Okay. In theory, I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'm fire. Oh my gosh. I activated Siri by accident. Okay, I turned off Siri. My model froze for a second. I didn't even say Siri, did I? Okay, I'm scared to say anything that remotely sounds like that. Where was I? Oh yes, in theory, my lore, I love sunshine, I love fire, I love light. In practice, I'm a vampire, not a vampire. No, I love the sunshine, I just don't go out of the sunshine, if that makes sense. Wait, I forgot to talk about this place. So they took me out for bubble tea, and this place has something called the Golden Bubble. This is a giant, oh my gosh, what is my iPhone doing? Okay, technical difficulties, of course, the scuff. But this place has something called the Golden Bubble, which was like the boba, but it was like a golden orange color, and this was just a statue of the boba. Let's see, Overedge Prop says, I feel that I live in the desert and the sun, and I don't get along at all. Yes, Vietnam was so hot, I was out of my habitat, my natural habitat. So then we went for pepper lunch. Pepper lunch is, I think it's popular in Asia. It's very delicious. So they give you like, it's like rice and like beef, and they put like the beef is raw. So you actually cook it on a sizzling plate. It is delicious. You get the aromatics, you cook it yourself. It's fun, it's interactive. I highly recommend it if there's any near your location, or if you visit Asia and see one. So, behold my pepper lunch meal. As you can see, the meat is raw, the plate is like an iron thing, and it's like hot. It's hot, so you can't touch it. You can't touch it or else you're gonna burn your hand. I saw a kid at the restaurant burn her hand, and she cried, and then she had to get like a cup with ice, and she had to dip her hand in the cup. I felt so bad for her. So don't touch the cast iron bowl thing. This has a curry powder in it, and it was very delicious. It also came with ice cream. So, I want you to guess the flavors actually while I blow my nose. For some reason, when I talk a lot, my nose starts running. So I'm gonna mute myself because last stream I did it and you heard it. So I'm gonna mute myself and you guess what ice cream this is, okay? Okay, I'm done. So, yes, guess the ice cream flavor, and I will tell you. This is a funny thing. The chat lag is super bad. When Yuko-kun and I tested it, the chat lag was like 0. So I don't know why it's so bad right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Kimono says, I've burned my hand on stuff like that before. It's no joke and never stop singing. Yeah, right? Like, I'm really sensitive to this stuff. So even like a little oil, like from the pan, and when I'm frying something that like splashes on my hand, I'm like, sink. Let's see. Reed says, speak from experience. I would rather touch hot cast iron than clean it. Yeah, the food stuck to the pan, and I was like, I don't know how they're gonna clean this. Let's see. When was your first stream? I missed it. Sad, man. Aw, I had 2 streams. 2 streams before this. I had one where I played Poppy Playtime, and I had one where I played the convenience store. Let's see. Lemon ice cream, banana ice cream, lemon. 2 normal, so like egg. 2 normal? Well, in Vietnam, we do have egg soda that has carbonated water, a raw egg yolk, and condensed milk. And you mix it together, and it tastes like a watered cold custard drink. I recommend it. So, what is the answer? Well, the answer is, so the top one is caramel and peanuts, and the second one is yuzu. So it's kind of like a mix between a lemon and an orange. It's very nice. It's very nice. Honestly though, the ice cream was kind of mid. It tastes kind of watered down, not a lot of flavor. So the yuzu. Hi. It said that OBS disconnected and reconnected. Yay, scuff. It's okay, the scuff's not that bad though, so I'm glad it didn't crash and burn. So where am I? Yeah, lemon was the closest. Caramel is amazing. It is. And the peanuts were like very nice. So, also one note. Before, I think, I forgot when. I think, no, this is fine. I think it's fine. No, it's not fine. So, wait, sorry, I'm all over the place. Before going out with my cousins, I actually had my wisdom teeth removed. So, that was an experience. I don't think you would want me to go into detail about my wisdom tooth extraction though, because basically, my bottom teeth grow in horizontally. So they're like, they're growing into my other teeth, so I had to remove one side of it. So I ate all of this food on like the other side, but I had to be very careful or it was gonna get infected, right? So I ate like jiao, which is rice porridge, for like 3 days straight. It was horrible. So this was my first proper meal in 3 days, by the way. 3 days. Let's see. Overedge Prop says, I say it's not a true stream if there isn't some scuff. Yes, I've embraced it. Let's see. Van says, ooh, I see. That sounds a little complicated. Yeah. So in Vietnam, every week I had something that was a curse. Like my first week I was jet lagged. My second week I had my wisdom teeth removed, right? So it was hard to eat. And honestly, I think the healing process hurt more than the actual surgery itself. So now my cousins and I went to Vung Tao. I hope I said that right. No, Vung Tao, because it goes down. If the accent goes down, your tone goes down, baby. So this is Vung Tao, probably something like that. Anyways, this is a drink. That is peach tea. In Vietnam, there was a lot of peach tea. There's a lot of fruity teas in Vietnam. And you see a watermelon juice, and you see a guava there. You see the green thing? That's a guava. But it's actually a passion fruit drink. I don't know why they put guava in it. But my cousin was like, what? I didn't want guava juice. But no, it was passion fruit with the guava in it. It was really good though. I really liked it. So here's the next one. This is the beach. I actually don't like the beach because, like I said, I actually have very sensitive skin. So if I go in salt water, my skin will burn. I also call myself a snail because I'm kind of a hermit crab snail thing. I like going in my shell. But a snail, when you put salt in it, it burns. And me too. I actually can't put scented lotions on myself because if I do, I also burn. It feels like you are getting stabbed with a lot of tiny needles. I am actually scared of scented lotions. I like the smell, but I can't put it on myself. Let's see. It's Vampire Angel. It seems like you enjoyed it. Do you tan or burn? Okay, this is weird. When I was young, I would tan, so I didn't have to wear sunscreen or anything. But I think after COVID, I stayed inside a lot, and when I went outside for the first time in forever because of I forgot the word, isolation. I think it's isolation. I burned because I was like, I was inside for so long. Burn, gang, burn, yes. Yeah, more beaches. Also in this beach, they had a DJ, like in that corner of that tent, they had a DJ that was blasting music so loud, if you sit too close to it, you will go deaf. Let's see, Uriel must be protected from the sun despite being an angel. Yeah, lore versus real life, it doesn't match, baby, it doesn't match. Imagine going outside, you're so brave, Uriel. Yes, I touched, okay, I didn't touch grass, I touched sand. I tan easily, but sensitive skins seem to suck. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any allergies to food, so I guess that's like the trade-off. I have no allergies, but my skin is like Russian roulette. Sometimes I get hives, sometimes it's a rash, sometimes it's eczema. And if I touch anything scented, I will burn. And if I touch salt, I will burn. If I'm in the sun for too long, I will burn. This is funny because I'm supposed to be the angel of light with fire magic. But in reality, I get toasted really easily. So, more beach. And then we went out to eat more seafood. Honestly, we ate so much seafood for the first 2 weeks of Vietnam. I was kind of sick of it. I was really sick of it. But yay, more snails! That's not coconut milk, that's just snail and snail juice. That sounded worse than I meant it to be. And remember, I had my tooth removed, right? Or my wisdom teeth removed, so I couldn't eat most of this. I just had to stare longingly at it. Because when you have your wisdom teeth removed, you can't do a sucking motion, and you have to suck those snails out. Wait. This reminds me. Back in the last snail photo with the coconut milk snail, you had to suck that out too, and I couldn't suck out the snail, so like this triggered. So my inability to suck a snail, this sounds really bad, but my inability to suck a snail caused my uncle and my entire family to start sucking snails as a contest to state their superiority over me, because they were like, I can do it. Why can't you do it? You gotta suck harder. And here I'm embarrassed. So this snail had like a hole on the shell on top of it, right? So instead of sucking it, I would blow out the snail. I would go from the other end. I would blow out the snail and eat it that way. Your family seems mean. Yeah, they like to tease me a lot, but they're good people in their heart. They just like teasing me. So, yeah, snail sucking. Maybe you'll try one day if you go to Vietnam. And hopefully you're better than me. But yeah, the only thing I could eat basically was snails my cousins picked for me, or that squishy squid, and this is an oyster with cheese on top. That's it. It's very fatty, so you get tired of it easily, but it's good. Let's see. Komodo says, welcome to the 12th annual family snail sucking competition. Please try it one day. Tell me if you can do it. Van says your family's fun. They are very fun. And then we went out for ice cream later. This is strawberry and chocolate, and ice cream in Vietnam is mint. If you go to Vietnam, eat the popsicles. The popsicles are delicious, unique, creative. They have like a taiyaki ice cream, which is very nice. They have ice cream with boba in it, right? They had like bean ice cream. It's very good. But this ice cream was mint. Don't get the scooped ice cream, okay? But then this ice cream was good. This was my cousin got it. It's a coconut ice cream. I say coconut ice cream, but that first scoop is vanilla. I was lied to. She was lied to. We ate it, we're like, this is vanilla, what is going on? And then in it is coconut water. But then you get to the second scoop inside, and that one was actually coconut ice cream. So we were like, okay. But why vanilla when you said coconut ice cream? That was really weird. Let's see. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Yes. Cocktail umbrellas are humanity's best creation. I know, it's so cute. To be honest, I think you actually didn't lose weight. At least you guys had good food. Yes, honestly. I think I stayed the same weight. My coworker, when I went back to Canada, said I lost weight. Because I guess, like, there's not a lot of... I didn't really eat fast food in Vietnam. You'll see the fast food later. It's a lot smaller than Canada and America. And then we went to Korean barbecue. This is where I got food poisoning, which is weird. You'd think I get food poisoning at the night market, but no. In a restaurant, I got food poisoning. It was bad. Actually, the food poisoning was like a day delay. I'll tell you about it. This is a drink. It's peach tea again, and my cousins and I just we fried meat together. It was fun. And more meat. And this was the sides. So I think the reason why I got food poisoning, if you look at the sides, there's no heat tray, but you know in usual buffets they have like the little lamps that produce heat to keep the food warm, and then like in the cold dishes they have the little coolers. In Vietnam you don't have that. Like in here you don't have it. They were just there lukewarm. And see the tongs, you use the tongs for everything. There was cross-contamination for days. Food safety wear. I think this is where I got like food poisoning. If you go to Vietnam, the night market food is okay, but don't go to buffets unless you want to have a week of food poisoning like I did. That was my 3rd week curse. So let's see. Echoes says, maybe something wasn't cooked, to be honest. Yeah, that could be it too. Jupithy says, I legit forced myself to not care about my weight because I learned I just like to eat too much. That's true. Like, I also, like, I don't really care too much about weight as long as I'm healthy. I should exercise more as long as I'm healthy. And that's it. You know, like a flat tummy is really hard to get, right? So I'm just like, you know, a little fat here and there isn't that bad as long as you're healthy. That's what matters the most. You're healthy and happy. And let's see, especially with raw meat. Yes, I think we had some raw meat. Yeah. And then Reed says, I seem to remember food poisoning was supposed to be a day delayed. Yeah, that was it. Jimothy, I agree with you. Food is delicious. This was the ice cream. They only had one spoon, and the spoon had ice cream on its handle from people scooping it. I ate like 5 scoops of ice cream, so that also could be why I had food poisoning. In fact, my brother, the guy cousin, and I all had really awful food poisoning. Like, we're talking about like vomiting, we're talking about, okay, wait, actually that's TMI. Water in both directions is all I'm gonna say. Except in my case, when I regurgitate, I'm gonna say this elegantly. When I regurgitated the meat, there was no water. It was just meat, and I was like, this tastes, I'm suffering, it hurts. Yes, but you will see that later. Or no, you won't see any photos, but I'll tell you more about later. Yes, more meat. Now this brings us to Phu Quoc. Phu Quoc is an island in Vietnam that you have to take a plane to. Beautiful beach, beautiful beach. See that sewage drain there? I thought that was for rinsing your feet. So when I was done at the beach, burning like the snail I am, I put my feet in the sewage, thinking this would clean my feet because the sewage water looked clean. And then my family was like, what are you doing? And they laughed at me for an entire day. This was where I got food poisoning, by the way, so this is where the food poisoning came. Like, I had a bad stomach ache, and I felt like I was gonna vomit the entire time when I went on the plane here. And then everything went to crap when I came here in Phu Quoc, and I was in my hotel room for 3 days, lying down, and while my brother and I were like, dying. The thing is, my little brother, sometimes he can be a little obnoxious, because we had to drink this hydrating electrolyte water that was neon yellow, and it tasted awful, and my brother, he was having trouble drinking it, so he played like hardcore hype music out loud, because we were sharing a bedroom, and I was like, please stop, and he was like, no, I need this to drink, this is my hype music, and I was like, oh, please spare me. Stinky feet, you're real. My feet were fine. Okay, I washed it in I put it in the salt water first to decontaminate my feet, and then I went to the actual shower place, okay? Okay, I will drink. Thank you for redeeming your hydrate. So, here's a picture from my hotel room. The view. That red building was actually where you would eat. This is under it. This is a nice cover. More cover. There's also a swimming pool, but I didn't take a picture of it. This is what they served in my hotel. That is shrimp. With the shell on. In Vietnam, they usually eat shrimp with the shell on. Very crunchy. There's also pork there. This is braised pork. This is a durian pizza. It was very sweet and custardy, and it had cheese on it. This thing disturbed a lot of people, but I saw the menu, and this was expensive, by the way. This was like $15 for a pizza. But it was sweet and hot. It was sweet, hot custard. That's what it tasted like. Pizza's your favorite food. Yes, try durian pizza. Now this is the night market of Phu Quoc. I'm gonna let you look at this picture while I blow my nose again. One moment. Alright, I have blown the nose. So, I love durian. I ate a lot of durian in Vietnam. I grew up with it, so I actually think it smells really good. I don't think it smells bad at all. I like the smell, because it reminds me of like the custardy, delicious taste of durian, especially when you eat it cold. Let's see, I've never seen a durian pizza in my area, probably because my area is very boring. Honestly, durian pizza is very, I think it's only in Asia, because durian is really expensive. I think, like, if you eat it, don't order a whole pizza. Just a slice to try it, honestly. It's really weird. Let's see. Sweet in my meals is a no-no. Just do not like it at all. So durian, pineapple on pizza, not for me. I love pineapple on pizza, so... Because I like the sourness it brings, and the slight sweetness. Fun fact. I'm a pineapple lover. And I don't blame you, though. I heard there's a kiwi pizza. I would not try that. Echo says, my family's mixed, so love durian. Some hate it. I personally like it. Yeah, I love durian. Sounds interesting. I want to try it. Yeah, try durian pizza. Now this, I will not read this. I cannot read this, but this is coconut. So they had like coconut meat in a jar. They had coconut water. I think. Yeah, I see yeah. Yeah is coconut in Vietnamese. This, I don't know. I didn't try it. I was scared to try it. But my mom bought a whole jar of it. And it's like, she said it was sweet. I thought it was pickled. But no, she's like, oh yeah, it is pickled, but it's sweet. They added too much sugar. And I was like, what? This looks like an olive to me. It looks like a pickled olive. But apparently it's sweet. I'm confused. And this, I don't know what this is made of. But if you ever had, I think in some Chinese bakeries, they have this white, triangle-shaped, sticky rice-looking, it's not bread. It's not bread. It's a dessert. And then you eat it. It's like sticky. This is kind of like that if you've ever had it. It's like a bit sour, but it tastes good. It's really weird to describe. If you ever see this white, sticky, triangle-shaped concoction in a Chinese bakery, it's like that. No, that's my dad's hand. That's my dad's hand. Not me. Kimono. Thank you. My dad has very muscular hands. He's a very strong man. I have super small hands. Oh, that's okay. I have like normal, kind of stubby hands. Also, they had bootleg Poppy Playtime toys. I saw this everywhere. When I was getting my hair cut, I saw one of the kids with the Poppy Playtime toy, and I was like, dang, the bootleg is real, baby. That face looks a bit small, doesn't it? More food. That's a sea urchin. That's my rolled ice cream. That's actually my hand. Please, I don't have muscular hands, guys. As much as I'd love them. Just kidding. But yes, very delicious. This one was mango. Oh yes, there's a lot of bootleg in Vietnam, baby. I wish I could show you I saw this really crappy Frozen hat, but I forgot to upload to my slides, so you just have to take my word for it. This is Vietnamese fruit. Very beautiful. This, I'm gonna talk about this. This is a drink my dad ordered for me, and it's, oh no, what's it called? I think starts with S? No. Oh my gosh, I forgot already. Maybe it's, Sia? I have no idea. Well, I took a picture of the name later, so you'll see it. But this is a Vietnamese flower that grows, mainly in Phu Quoc. So it grows in Vietnam, but in Phu Quoc, this grows, naturally. It grows, it's like it's very common there, right? So they can afford to, like, make it into a lot of drinks, candy, gummies, you name it, jelly. It's very delicious. It's like, I want to compare it to a cranberry and a grape. Like, think of those two mixed up with a slight floral hint. Very delicious. We will see the name eventually. I have it in my slides. This is fish sashimi. But the sashimi had bones in it. And I was like, what? What? It had the skin, the bones, and I was not eating that. I don't even know what that white stuff is, but it's like peanuts and something. I did not eat it. That's a sea urchin. But it was like 50% nut, 50% sea urchin. This place was expensive. Like, when a restaurant does not show the price on the menu, you know you're in for a bad time. And yeah. So that sea urchin was 50% sea urchin, 50% peanut. I think that's a scallop. So the thing about this restaurant is they really like covering their stuff in fried onion. Can you tell what this is, by the way? I know half of it is covered, but can you tell what this is? You know your wallet is gonna cry, yes. I don't think I'd ever enter a restaurant where it didn't show the price. The food looks rather weird. Yeah, each place in Vietnam has its own different cuisine. So you're gonna notice the food kind of changes as we move. So I think Saigon is the one I'm accustomed to. So the other place in Vietnam, I was like, what? What is this? But I like trying new things. But we didn't finish this. We actually gave the leftover, because we ordered too much, so we gave the leftover food to the taxi driver. And we're like, this is expensive, here you go. King crab. Okay, we got one for king crab. Any other guesses? Any other guesses? Oh yeah, you're right about the menu price thing. I once spent $534 at a restaurant hotel? Are you kidding? Whoa, that's scary. That's really scary. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna drink some water. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't even want to know how much it cost. I think this was like in the hundreds. It was at over $100, which is really expensive in Vietnam. Wow, I'm shook. Anyways, So, this dish, what is this dish? Oh, let's see. Reed says, if I had to guess, it looks like a lobster covered in a peanut sauce, but I think I'm biased because lobster's all around where I live. So this thing is actually a mantis. I forgot which mantis. Mantis shrimp, maybe? Mantis shrimp. This is a giant mantis shrimp. You can't tell because it's covered in fried onion. No, fried garlic. Fried garlic. You have to like scrape off the fried garlic to see the meat. It was expensive. That's a squid. I like barbecue squid, but this one was flavorless. I didn't like it. Honestly, this whole restaurant was kind of disappointing for its overpriced food. I didn't like it. I was sick of seafood because I ate it for like 2 weeks ago already. That's a snail. Do you understand what I meant by they covered all in fried garlic? Like they hide the food in fried garlic. I'm like, excuse me, that carrot flour is pretty and all, but that cannot hide the fact you really buried this in garlic. The Mike Tyson of the ocean. yeah, just like that. Oh my gosh, mantis shrimp can really punch. They create like a tiny vacuum, you know, it's kind of scary. Ah, yes, this is shrimp. I think is that raw? I guess shrimp sashimi, but I don't trust that. Anyways, I did not eat that. But yay, fried garlic again. Now, let's see. It seems they like to use species and stuff, right? Yeah. So this is a safari. So we had to Vin, Pearl, and Fuwak, and they had a safari there. I was shook. And I don't think I didn't put a picture of it, but they actually had singers from Africa here to sing. They're like sing and dance in front of it, and it was really cool. It was really cool. But then I noticed that the Vietnamese tourists would like when they were done singing, right, they would just like walk up to them, bring out their phone, take a selfie with them, and then I was like, oh, whoa, I feel kind of bad for them. Let's see. Reads Yuka. It is a lot of garlic. Yes, garlic, baby, fried garlic. It's to hide the really plain food. They did not season the seafood. I think the garlic was like their compensation. So yeah, this is the safari. It's very pretty. Very hot too. Lots of walking. My feet were so sore. This is a statue of a flamingo. Those are real flamingos. This is the first time I've ever seen a flamingo. They're really pretty. More flamingo. That's a goat. This was like the children petting zoo. But my dad was like, why do you want to go there? We have those in Canada. And I'm like, no, I want to see the animals. Look how cute they are. Look at those goats feeding. That is adorable. Look at this. I don't know what this is. It's probably a deer. I don't know why I posted the one where it's licking its butt. But it's cute. It's eating. It's eating. This is a turtle. Can you see the turtle? Because when my dad and I were at this exhibit, we were like, what is in here? Is this empty? And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's a turtle. That's a turtle. And he was like, oh, that's a turtle. Camouflage, it works wonders. That's a monkey eating from a bush that was like hung on the cage thing. Yeah, I was actually surprised because in Vietnam, like when I was a little girl and I went to the zoo, all the cages were super cramped and tiny, and I was like, I don't want to go to a zoo. But this safari had really spacious caves and open areas. They even had like a safari area where they just let animals roam around. And that was really nice. But the safari, you have to go on a safari bus, right? For safety reasons. So, I can see the turtle. He's a ninja turtle. Yes, he is. Yeah, it's in the middle upper left side, yes. Now, here's the thing. These tiny monkeys, they actually were outside the cage too. I think they escaped. So you just had this monkey hanging out, this baby monkey hanging outside its cage, and I was like, what are you doing here? Luckily, no one touched the monkey. Do not touch wild animals, okay? Do not touch wild animals. And there was like a monkey on the tree as well on top of me, and I was so scared it would like poop on me. So I like stayed far away from it. But yeah, these monkeys, they broke out. They broke out of their little cages. It wasn't a little cage, it was a big cage, luckily. This is a lemur. They had like a lemur petting place, but I didn't touch the lemur because once again, don't touch wild animals. I don't know if lemurs are nice, but I was scared it would like crawl up me or something, try and steal my stuff. But look how plush that looks. Look how fluffy that looks. Isn't that adorable? Note self, the area had like a grassy area and a walking pathway. So it's sitting on the pathway right now, but there's a grassy area, so it's not just hot concrete. Do not worry. The lemur is fine, happy, and not touched by me. Is that the one from Madagascar? Yes, it is. It's the ring-tailed lemur. There's also a red lemur. Look how fluffy that is. I tried to take a picture and it kept on like walking along the wooden things. I was following it with my camera. The movie, yes. Lemurs are so cute. They're adorable. I was so close to it. I was like, oh, I want to touch you, but I will not touch you. This is a camel. Camels are really big. I was shocked. I was like, you need a step ladder for this camel. But apparently the camel's like, sit down, then you get on it, then it stands up. Hey, I'm walking here. Oh yes, that lemur wants to dominate the pathway. Yeah, red lemurs are really pretty, aren't they? This is an orangutan. It was like, this enclosure was huge, so the orangutans were like far away from where you could take a picture, so I had to like zoom in, so it's a bit blurry. This is a tiger. This was in the safari, so a bus was like going, this bus was driving along, and this is gonna sound really cursed, but like, my family was so close to being like the first ones, let me think. So my family was really close to being like the first ones in the bus so we can claim the good seats, but unfortunately, they did not cut us off. Like, they let us in, like, oh, actually we have some extra spaces. So we were the last in the bus. We couldn't pick nice places, but I found a seat on the right side of the bus, and I was like, yay, I have a nice seat. I can take lots of pictures. But all the animals were on the left side of the bus, so I had to run to the left side anyways to take pictures. It was really sad. This is an emu. I think. Is it an ostrich emu? I think it's an emu because it has like the black feathers. Those are zebra butts. That's a zebra with a giraffe. This is Vin Wonders. It's like the Disneyland of TOOOO. Very pretty. Sprinkle of culture appropriation here and there, but we will see that in a moment. Behold! They had like, a indigenous section, and no, they did not call it indigenous, they called it Viking. This was in the Viking section of Vin Wonder, and I was like, this is not a Viking. This is not a Viking. Now, you got totem poles, you got the teepees, and they just mixed up all the different cultures, because here's the thing. Indigenous people have different cultures, right? You can't just say like, oh, they're all the same, let's just put a teepee right here with a longhouse. No, it doesn't work like that. A fun fact about me, I actually, First Nation culture is actually really close to my heart because, in elementary school we called them a First Nation worker, and she would talk to us about First Nation culture. We do like, activities, we do like studies on them, we did like history lessons, we got to make button blankets, do art, make medicine bags, make bannock. So it's a place very close and dear to my heart. I would tell you the specific region, but then I dox myself. Let's see, I didn't know Vikings conquered Vietnam. Must have missed this history lesson. Yeah, why was this in the why was this in the Viking section? I don't know. Not a Viking. So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of different cultures. You have like the Inuit, you have the Métis, we call First Nations that are like basically any other like indigenous person in Canada. So I'm familiar with the First Nations, not really the Inuit or the Métis. I don't really know their culture that well, so I can't comment. This is the Viking! I saw this like a couple steps away. I was like, whoa, here's the Viking. It's very cute, it looks like a gnome. And then, oh yeah, don't dox myself. I will not. I won't. And this is the aquarium. Wait a minute. Okay, I think the photo was actually deleted, but this aquarium looks like a giant turtle. It looks like a giant turtle. Maybe we'll see the slide later on that I forgot to, that got mixed up. I guess we'll see. Or maybe it got deleted, but it looks like a giant turtle. It's really cool. It had like a waterfall coming out of its mouth. And maybe I'll send a picture on Twitter if it's not on this stream. There's fish. Fish. Big fish. That's a mermaid. So the aquarium actually had a mermaid show. And the mermaid show was really cool. Like, there's these like mermaids in like, they're swimming with the fish. And then these divers came in with like fish food. So the fish would follow the divers. And then the mermaids would like swim. There was like 3 mermaids. And they would swim with these tails, with goggles. And I was like, dang girl, you can hold your breath for a lot. They would do like backflips in the tank, and I was like, dang. Viking with horn on helmet, yeah. Is that Vietnamese Aquaman on the right? Maybe. Vietnam love its boot-like stuff. Well, that was fun. Sally, my lunch is over. Have a great stream. Bye, Van. I'll keep the VOD, I don't know what's called, VOD up for you if you ever want to catch up. This is Burger. So, the burger is very exciting. Definitely not in America or Canada at all. So, what about this burger? This burger in Vietnam, the Burger King, was very buttery. So they like their butter. That cheese sauce, butter. That bread, butter. It was like eating a stick of butter. That was the Vietnamese experience. This sandwich was called, like, I forgot what it was called. It was like cheese deluxe or something. So they took like a cheese slice, and they like dunked the patty in more cheese, so it was just oozing cheese out. I don't know if I prefer it over it. It was kind of sweet. It was like a sweet butter. And this is Typhoon World. This is a water park. Behold, water park, water slides. I screamed for my dear life at this water park when I was riding on those like inflatable tubes. I was like, oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna die. Why am I backwards? Yeah, and basically they said that the lighter person has to sit in the front. I went with my little brother, and since the lighter person had to sit in the front, I had to sit in the front, even though I was like, no, you sit in the front. They weren't allowed. No garlic. No, unfortunately the Burger King did not have fried garlic, unfortunately. But yes, water slide. See the orange one? That orange one was a huge drop point, and you go on that, no mat, no inflatable tube. You just go there, and I was like, nope. That's like butt burn. That's like, I'm scared of heights. I know, I feel like my lore is exactly the opposite of how I actually am. I don't like heights. Yeah, the water park was great. I had a lot of fun, and like the pool had like waves in it. So like you're in these inflatable tubes, and you're like moving up and down. It was fun. I love water parks, even though I'm scared of half of the slides. Yeah. And then we went to this place in Phu Quoc, which is it was very new. It kind of looked like an old Victorian style place. Did not look like Vietnamese architecture at all. And oh wow, random photo out of order. It's a monkey. This is a grandpa monkey, and the grandpa monkey was looking at the other monkeys running. Random safari photos that are out of order. That's a rhino butt. That's a rhino. That's a snake. That's Vin Wonder. Yes, out of order. Yay! Anyways, this is the inside of Vin Wonder, in case you were curious. I think the sections here might be out of order, so I'll try and narrate the best I can. But isn't that beautiful? A little Ferris wheel in the back. It really looks like a little town. I've never been to Disneyland before. Does it look like this? It's very pretty. That's the turtle! That's the turtle picture! That's the aquarium! Wait, let me adjust my seat. I need to get comfortable for this. I am now sitting on my chair like a gargoyle. So this is the turtle. This is the waterfall I was talking about. Isn't that really pretty? Isn't that gorgeous? It looks like a turtle. It looks like a very good turtle. Very realistic turtle. It's very pretty. I'm glad I could show you guys that. Zoom in on the turtle. Look at all the turtle detail. That's a Ferris wheel. Oh wow, I have more fish pictures. Whoa, that's a sturgeon, baby. Oh yeah, that's Aztec elk stuff. There's a tube that you can crawl into to look at the fish from above. I did crawl in that tube, but you have to like army crawl through it because it's so small. Yeah, I love the turtle too. The turtle's so cute. Fish. Penguin. I love penguins. That's a Delhi penguin. Did you know that they fight over the nicest rock to make their nest to woo their mates? And they also poop pink. They eat krill, which is what flamingos eat to turn their feathers pink. But in this case, in the Delhi penguin, their poop turns pink. Let's see, Overedge Prop says, oh, they have the covering over the main street like in Disney Japan. They don't have in California. Oh dang, is it California hot? Oh, rip California. Let's see, I really like when fish around in aquariums. Yeah, that was really cool. Oh yeah, in the water park there's also these parrot looking things. There's also a bird show, but I couldn't really take pictures because I couldn't find a seat. Yes, this is more architecture, the fancy place I was talking about, with the Victorian architecture. That's a clock. That's the architecture. That's the Teddy Bear Museum in Phu Quoc. I couldn't go in, unfortunately, because it was closed, but they had like teddy bear hats. It was just a teddy bear museum. That's all there is to it. Now, for this place, I think I did get a bit out of order, but I'll just tell you the place. This place is basically a pearl museum. So, pearls are very popular in Fuwak. This is their bread and butter basically. They're a lot of income. So they would talk about how they would get pearls, stuff stuff made out of shells and stuff like that. Teddy Bear Museum, yes, it's really cool, right? And Kimono says, I really like when fish surround you in aquariums. Me too. So yes, these are broken pots. Very cool. No touch. No touch. See that sign? No touch. I did not touch it. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. That's a shell. That is my dad's hand again, not my hand. But see that pearl? So this pearl, they actually had a live example. So they had the clam, and then in front of us, they would just open the clam, and then they would like they just popped out the pearl, and I was like, whoa, you pop out a pearl? That's so weird. But yeah, that's a real pearl, freshly taken out of a clam. There are more shells. Or, I don't know what this is. I think it's just ceramics. Old ceramics. Fossil coral? Yeah, this is the pearl farm. So, look at all those cool things. I don't know if those are made of actual pearls. I don't think so. That'd be like way too many pearls, but they have like fine china, you know? Look at that. Look at all those teacups. Look at that. Teacup. Kitchenware? Spoons. Oh yeah, this is the leftover bowls no one wanted. This is a dragon pearl thing. So basically, after you go through the pearl museum, then they had a pearl shop. You know, this is a whole con to get you to buy pearls from them. But the pearl thing also had weird things like this stuffed alligator in this really weird pose. I don't know who would buy this. Who is this for? Would you buy this crocodile alligator thing? And then we went to prison. I have another alligator picture somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so that's gonna jump scare you somewhere. But yes, I went to prison. I took a lot of pictures, but the thing is, I am only gonna show the outside of this prison. I only have 3 photos of the prison. I've taken a lot of photos. The reason why is because this prison was based on when in Vietnam they would capture communists and they would lock them up, and they actually had wax statues of the people getting tortured. I did take pictures of it, but I will not show it because I think that will get you into demonetized city. Let's see. Jimothy says, what? Reed says, wouldn't you just set him up in the yard like a scaly gnome? It is cute, but I think it'd fall over. New series idea. Yuril goes to jail. Well, I am playing A Way Out. If you want to watch that series. Plug in my series. But yeah, so this jail, they had pictures of people getting tortured. For example, tiny wire cages. They had hammers in people's legs. They had electric shocky things. I don't know what I can say on YouTube, but I will try to be vague about it. They had water on your face with the cloth in between. And it was like this giant narrative. So they had all these tortury things. Oh, hi Netu, you overslept. Hi. It's okay. I hope you slept well. My early morning streams. We're just talking about, we're in Fuwak right now. I'm talking about how I went to jail. In a jail. And we're talking about how people got tortured. But the thing is, they put it as a narrative journey. So after all the torture wax statues, they actually had a thing where the revolution. So these prisoners broke out by digging a hole, and they actually showed like a cross section of the hole, and then they broke out to freedom, and it was a really sweet ending. Anyways, I went to a fish sauce factory. Isn't this exciting? It smelled like fermented fish. This was a very terrible smell. In Vietnam, we use a lot of fish sauce in our cooking, but it does not smell good at all. It tastes delicious, but it smells bad. So we had like these giant barrels. You can see in the back in the left corner, they have these giant barrels of fish sauce, and they sold fish sauce. Isn't that amazing? They also sold like dried fish, dried squid, dried octopus, dried everything, and fish sauce. Oh yes, baby. I had to get a shower, full-on shower when I went back because of it. This is, behold, the fish sauce. That's a lot of fish sauce. That's the fish sauce again. This is fish sauce in a bottle. In its natural form. I'm just kidding. In its common form. Behold, more fish sauce photos. Burger King. Again. So this is at the airport. This is called a Hawaiian burger. Can you see the burger? Can you see the burger patty? I'm gonna blow my nose while you look at it. I'm here. So, you see it? You see it? You see the patty? Where is it? Where's the patty? Do you see it? No, you don't see the patty. I should have fish sauce burger. So this is called the Hawaiian burger. When I got it, my little brother laughed at me because he got like the Whopper Deluxe. And I was like, oh, I want to try the Hawaiian burger. And he laughed at me because he was like, oh, is that like a vegetarian burger? You got scammed, Uriel. You got scammed. And I was like, I did get scammed. There is a patty. And the patty's under that slice of cheese. Oh, hi, Shiny. Hi, welcome to the stream. So nice to see you. But yes, this is a Hawaiian burger. The patty is there. The patty is under that cheese. You can't see it because it's very thin. It is incredibly thin, even thinner than McDonald's. And so it was a 90% pineapple. I couldn't even taste the burger. Other people, fish sauce in a barrel. Me, fish sauce in bulk. Yes. Burger. Hi, Glitchy. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, this is the pearl, the outside the pearl. See, my slides are a bit scrambled here. A small story, but basically, setting up these slides was a big pain. OBS has a slide system, but they have a limited megabyte. They have a megabyte limit, basically. So they only upload like 20 of my photos because I had so many. So I had to say, okay, I'm gonna make a Google slideshow. But I didn't want to input my pictures one by one. So I downloaded a third-party app that would upload my slide. But the thing is, they said you can only upload 50 photos at a time unless you buy a 1-year subscription. And I was like, no, I'm only gonna use this once. Why would I want a subscription? So I uploaded this. I uploaded my photos like by 50. So I counted to 50. I would upload the photos to an album, and then I would make a new album, and I would upload 50 photos there, and that worked, but the program scrambled my photos, unfortunately, which sucks. Let's see. Tamatonator type vibes. Yes, very thin burger. Yes, nice to see you, Shiny. I hope you enjoy the stream. Oh, wow. I have more clam photos. Wow, I have a lot of clam photos. Oh, wow, that's a spoon. Oh, yeah, there's the alligator picture. See? It's an alligator, but now there's a pearl in its mouth. Isn't that extra valuable? I know, story continuing, yeah, it's good. I tried fixing it as much as I could, but 350 photos are like bad. Oh yeah, that's a hat. Alligator hat. An alligator. Oh yeah, and that's the jail. That's the front of the jail. Oh yeah, more jail pictures. Oh yeah, that's a watchtower. Do you see the barbed wire? That's real barbed wire. I was scared I would fall into it, and that wouldn't end pretty. Oh yeah, here. Remember the drink I said earlier? That drink I couldn't remember the name of? The fruit is called seam. So it's a seam, it's a flower, right? Or not flower, but it comes in flour, and there's like a little fruit, and it comes in fuwok. And this is a gummy candy I bought in the airport. I actually bought the jelly that you see on the right. The whole fence is barbed. Oh, everything was barbed. There was barbed wire everywhere. I was like, uh-oh. They even had like a cage in the middle of the place that was like wax statues inside bleeding out. This is really graphic. The whole prison museum was graphic, honestly. And they're just lying down, and I was like, if I trip and fall onto the barbed wire, it's game over. And it was Yosim. And this hand reveal. This is mui up. So this mui up is chili salt. So this is a guava flavored candy, and there's chili salt inside. This is very I liked it. I eat guava with chili salt. I have a chili salt addiction. I do. A long time ago, or not a long time ago, a few years ago, I used to have like a jar of chili salt at my desk for when the cravings came. I would just eat it as is. I'd eat it on a fruit. You could eat it on watermelon, cherry, apple. I usually eat on apple and guava. Yeah, and let's see. Reed says, I mean, at least not razor wire. Razor wire? I've never seen that before. That sounds awful. Yikes. A chili salt guava candy, that's exotic. Yeah, Vietnam is exotic with all of its flavors. So this is, what is this? Let's see. This is, sorry, I'm trying to learn how to pronounce it. This is Jang'an. No, Jang'an. I think it's called that. Anyways, what is this place, you ask? Well, this place is actually, it's a store made, and all this stuff is made by disabled people. Cause in Vietnam, it's kind of corrupt. So if you're disabled, it's really hard to make money, right? Because of all the prejudice. And so this place was really nice. It was, since everything's made by disabled people, a portion of the funds go to them. And unfortunately, my parents did buy something, but I didn't really buy anything because I was kind of broke because I had to pay for my wisdom teeth. So the Jang'an is really beautiful. Everything here is in Jang'an. I had to Jang'an. So I had to basically, this is from a tourist group. So I was joining a tourist group here, by the way, just for reference. And so here, so we're in North Vietnam, by the way. We're in North Vietnam now, and you can see more of the places here. So every location I'm talking about now is now in North Vietnam. I had to take a plane here. Oh, look at that banana dress. Handmade with love. Yes, and those are plushed animals, plushes. Aren't they so cute? And they even had jewelry. Anyways, this is from my, because we were on a tour bus, right? And this is something I took from the window. Jang'an is so beautiful. I did not like their food. You'll see some food pictures later, of course. But their sites were beautiful. It was gorgeous. The mountains were beautiful. The islands were beautiful. You're gonna see some. You're gonna see some. So yeah, this is all in the car ride. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is the food. Okay, let me complain about the food now. So that chicken was extremely dry and bony. It was drier than my skin. It was like eating like rubber, kind of. It was really weird. And that soup had like have you ever had the Chinese like egg drop soup, I think it's called? Or it was like this bird's nest soup. Because it was like oh, Jimothy says gonna lurk for a while, got responsibilities. Yeah, of course, thanks for coming. Come back whenever you feel like it. This is, we're at photo 184, so over halfway there. So anyways, yes, so that soup is very sticky. Do you drink the soup? You don't. You actually don't drink the soup. You actually, see this? This is called gum jai, which means burnt rice, I believe. So gum jai, you take that, you dip it in the slimy soup, and you eat it. So you kind of scoop it, and you eat it. So it's like a crunchy texture, and a slimy texture. I didn't really like it. I thought that soup would be very flavorful, but it was actually pretty mild. So, that is goat meat. It was funny because everyone in the tour group didn't eat the goat meat. They just didn't know how because it's very tough and gamey, right? So they didn't know, but my dad was like, "Oh, more for me then." And this is gan. I was talking about gan, right? Vietnamese soup. So this was really good too. This is very delicious. It was very subtle. I have no idea what this is, but you take that, you wrap it in like a herb leaf, and you dip it in fish sauce and you eat it. Shiny says, "Oh, OMG, the food looks so gorgeous." Yes, it does look very beautiful. I'm not accustomed to the North Vietnam or the Jang'an cuisine, but it was really nice. I love taking pictures of all the food. Can you guess what this is? New game, what do you think this one is? This is, I'll give you a hint, it's not a meat. It's not a meat. Come on, anyone. So anyways, yeah, this strange thing, eyeball. No, it's not an eyeball. A good guess though, it does look like an eyeball. Any other guesses? Yeah, this thing, this thing was, basically, it is a tomato. That's a tomato. That's like a unripe tomato, and they like pickle it. They pickle it. I didn't know until I ate it, and I was disturbed because when I bit it, it exploded, and then there was like seeds in my mouth, and I was like, "What is this? What is this? Dad, what is this?" He's like, "Oh, that's a tomato." And I was like, "Oh, what?" Anyways, so my tour group, the first place we went to in Jang'an, I'm butchering that pronunciation so hard right now, was a Buddhist temple, actually. This one was probably my least favorite trip. Not because it was a Buddhist temple, but it was because there was no air conditioning. So there's no shade, no air conditioning, lots of walking, lots of stairs, no breaks. And I was like, dang, help me here. So yeah, but it's very beautiful. It was really nice to see the culture. So in Buddhist temples, you weren't allowed to wear like shorts because it's very disrespectful. And in some of the temples, you had to take off your shoes, right? So that was really cool to see someone else's culture and religion. Look at the architecture; it's really beautiful, very beautiful. And then I went up this tower here, and there was like a bell there. That's like a giant bell. I don't know what the bell is for, but they had this giant ramming rod that you ram into the bell to make it make a sound. And look at the chain. Even the chain is very intricate. I don't know what this metal is. I think maybe bronze. And you can see the bottom. The bottom is very decorated as well, very intricate. And that's a view from the tower I was at. And I didn't go to that tower over there. I think it's called a pagoda. I'm not sure what it's called. You guys can let me know if you know what that is. Yes, it's very pretty. And this one, my dad called it a demon tree. I didn't know what this was. He said like, oh yeah, this tree attracts spirits and demons. Oh, pagoda. Oh, nice. But yeah, so I was like, dang, but this tree's giving me shade, so I don't care about any demons or spirits. I'm gonna sit here on this bench. Yes, and do you see that courtyard? Do you see how there's no shade at all? So I was baking, walking from place to place. Now what is this, you might ask? Well, this is a Buddhist, there's a lot of like Buddhist monk statues. Like when I mean a lot, I mean like there were over 100 at least. It was just rows and rows and rows. But anyways, I noticed that these white statues had these dark patches on them. And my dad said that people would come here and they would like touch it to be like blessed and stuff. And I was like, dang, so it's really interesting because each statue had a different part of the area where it was touched. So this one, the people like touching his feet. This one, they like touching his hand and that scroll. This one, they like touching his belly. I don't know what constituted where they would touch, but it was really interesting. Those are stairs. And this, why would I take a picture of this drink that looks very plain? Well, let me tell you, it was really hot there. I was dying. I was dying of thirst. I was dehydrated. I was baked in the sun. And this ice drink, Nukmia, which is sugarcane. It's a sugarcane drink. This was so good. I was like dying. This was the first cold drink I had, and I was like, oh, this is delicious. I had this before, but this is so good. Maybe because I was dying of thirst, and I was really hot right then. Let's see. That statue must have walked on the hot sand on the beach. Maybe. Sugarcane is amazing. When I was a kid, I liked to chew it. I like to chew it a lot. And it was so sweet. It's delicious. I love sugarcane. Anyways, in Jang'an, there was a boat place. You went on canoes and someone would paddle it for you. So you can look at the sights. It's very beautiful. Look at those lanterns. Yes. And then look how pretty the lanterns are. And you can see more photos of the place. And here are the people rowing the boat. Now, I'm going to tell you something really sad about these. These boat workers were underpaid. They were severely underpaid. So basically, they only get paid $3 for a 2-hour boat ride. $3 for an entire boat ride. This is what my dad told me, by the way. And so that's a ripoff, by the way. And then the thing is, they only get to ride the boat for like I think once every 2 or 3 days. And the other days they had to clean the lake to make it nice and neat for the tourist. And they didn't get paid in those times. And I was like, what? That's like human labor. Is that legal? Probably, because Vietnam isn't the most corruption-free place. And so my family, even I tipped them we tipped them like 5 days worth of pay because we felt so bad. So here's the boat. They gave us umbrellas so we wouldn't burn, but the umbrellas didn't really help much, honestly. It was really hot. And here, no one told me it was 2 hours, by the way, so I was just sitting there going like, when is it gonna be over? But luckily, at the second half of the boat ride, the sun decided to go away, so it was nice and cool. You can see more boat. And also, the fun thing is they actually gave us paddles. They gave us paddles on the boat, and I didn't know until our second half. So, in the boat ride, oh, Kimono says, oh yeah, you commissioned emotes a while ago. When can you put them on the channel? Oh, I commissioned emotes? I don't think I commissioned emotes on my channel. I did ask Yuko-kun to draw me one for fun, but... Oh man, but doesn't YouTube... I think YouTube has like this... I said it in my last stream, but YouTube has this really big, terrible like requirement for to use emojis. I think it was like at least a couple thousand, like maybe 30,000, I think. So it's gonna be a while before I can add emotes. My YouTube channel is growing slow but growing strong. Maybe I'll draw some emotes sometimes when I reach that goal. Not really a goal, but for a while, when I do eventually reach it. Anyways, more boat pictures. And this was just a structure that was right beside a cave. Is it custom modes on YouTube for like membership? I think so. I think custom modes are for membership, but you have to have a lot of subscribers for it. And I'm like, I'm nowhere near that. My channel's not even monetized, so it's gonna be a long journey. But you know what? One day, a lot of people will notice me, hopefully. But it's okay though. I really enjoy the small cozy streams, seeing familiar faces, because it really helps reduce the anxiety of screwing up, because I know you guys are very understanding, you know. I appreciate every comment you guys leave me, every watch. Even if like only 2 people watch my videos, because I can see from the watch hour time, that's like you spent like a good amount of time watching the video, so I appreciate you a lot. So yeah, so this is the cave. So in the boat, we had to go to these caves that were very low. So we actually had to move from our seats. So instead of sitting on the bench of the boat, we had to sit on the floor and put our feet on top of it. We had to put our feet on top of the bench of the boat. And then even then when we were ducking in this uncomfortable position, they would have stalactites hanging from the cave. And I was the first one in the cave. I was in the front of the boat. So I had to like dodge. I had to dodge the stalactites left and right. And it gave me so much anxiety. Scout is a part of life. We're happy to be here with you. Oh, thank you, Natu. It is indeed. So here's a boat. We went in the cave. You see how low that is? So I would look. You can kind of see the people in front of me are like ducking, right? So here was the cave. It's very blurry because I was fearing for my life, right? So I was like, my hands were shaking while I was holding the phone. But it was, see those like little rocks that were jutting out? So we were at the mercy of the person driving the boat. And I was scared. I was like, I almost hit a rock on my face, and that was scary. But it was beautiful. It was really fun. Look at that cave. This is when the cave opened up a little. And that's a turtle. So, fun fact about Vietnam. The turtle is kind of a symbol of like wisdom in a way. So when people went to school, right, if they had like a master's degree, the equivalent of a master's degree, they were very good scholars, they would have their name engraved on a turtle statue just like this one. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You'll see some of it later because we did go to an academy in Vietnam actually. More turtle. Zoom in on the turtle. Anyways, more beautiful sights. This is the second half of my trip where things were nice and cool. It was very pretty. Lots of vegetation. And this was a restaurant. We're still in the Jang'an territory, so the food was still kind of foreign. You're gonna see a lot of familiar foods, but the decoration was beautiful. So yes, you see the dragon phoenix. This is, I think it's boiled pork with seeds. I think it's seeds, lemongrass, a rose made of a tomato. That's a fish. I didn't eat the fish. There's a lot of bones in the fish, but have you noticed a trend here where sometimes places will just hide the food in a lot of toppings? I think that is, it was a sour soup with like fish in it. You can see the pineapple, right? I told you earlier, sour soup has pineapple in it, usually, in Vietnam. I didn't eat it though. I was tempted to eat the eyeball, but I'm kind of scared. As a kid, I loved to eat fish eyeballs. I would fight over it, but no, not anymore. That's pork with other stuff in it. Now this is familiar, right? You saw it earlier, the food with the gum jai, the burnt rice thing, right? That crunchy thing on the left. You would also dip it in soup. Now I thought that slimy soup would be very flavorful, but this one was even plainer. It was kind of sad, actually. Oh, hi Ruka, nice to see you. You're here right on time to see food. Yes, this stream is a lot of food. It's great to see familiar faces. Ruka made this overlay for me. Shout out to her. This is chicken. Now remember how I said the other chicken was dry? This chicken was even drier. Doesn't even look juicy to you. Can you see the skin? Can you see the dryness on the skin? This one, I thought I would choke on it because it was so dry. It was very weird. It was very like, I don't know why they can't make juicy chicken. Hydrating. And this is ganjua. I love ganjua. This one was, okay, no offense to this place, but their ganjua wasn't that good though. Because it wasn't that spicy. It was more like spicy. I was like, why is it spicy? That skin needs some moisturizer. Oh yeah, let's rub that into the chicken. And this is ramu. Ramu, I think it's ramu. I don't know how to spell it, but it is. I like this. I eat it all the time in Canada as well. My mom makes it a lot. Glitchy says, "Give me food. I'm starving." Oh, okay, go get some food. Because there's a lot of food pictures. You should get some food. Come back so you're not hungry. You haven't eaten since breakfast yesterday. What? No, go get something to eat. I recommend maybe some filling food like an egg or some high fiber stuff like. Whole wheat bread is very healthy and put an egg on it. Go eat, Glitchy. I'll still be here, I think. We're on photo 234. We still have a while to go. Anyways, this is pork. My brother really likes pork, so he ate this a lot. And that's a chandelier. That's my hotel room. So we went to a bunch of hotel rooms because we basically went on a tour of a lot of North Vietnam. This hotel room was very sad. Why, you ask? Because this bed, like, Yuko-kun knows. I rented to her. See that bed? I didn't zoom in because it was very gross, but that was my bed. And if you zoom in really close, there was a yellow stain on my bed. It was very small, but it was a yellow stain. And then I lifted the cover, and then I saw a pink stain under it, like lipstick or something. And I was like, what? What? So I just pulled off the cover. I threw it to the side. I searched the closet and I found like a quilt futon thing, and I was like, okay, I'll just take this instead, luckily. But it was disgusting. This was like an episode of Hotel Hell when like Gordon Ramsay walks around with the bacteria scanner thing, the UV light, and he goes around going like, oh, this is dirty, this is dirty. I felt like I was on the episode of Hell's Hotel Hell, Hotel Hell, I don't know. But yes, it was bad. It was awful. Anyways, so next day we went to Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay is a famous site in Vietnam for its islands. Overedge props. I know, that's how I felt. But Ha Long Bay was a beautiful, beautiful place. But we didn't go on a canoe, luckily. So there's like nice. There's a very nice. What was it called? Seat. I forgot what a chair was for a second. There was nice seating. It was like a dining room inside, and I stayed inside most of the time because it was really hot, and it was gorgeous. I'll show you pictures. But the thing is, the sheets weren't clean. Can't blame you. I know the sheets were not clean, Echoes. But yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah. So the thing is, in this whole tour, I was sleep deprived because we would go home. So we'd be out all day in all these sites, and we would go home at 10 p.m. And then of course you have to shower, right? So that was an hour. And then you'd have to wake up at 6 a.m. for breakfast. And the thing is, breakfast was served at 6 a.m. So you actually had to wake up at 5 a.m. So I was like horribly sleep deprived during this whole trip. So I actually napped on the boat after taking some photos. So yeah, you can see like a little dragon there. Very pretty. This is Ha Long Bay. You shower for an hour? No, it's more like a shower for like okay, the thing is, the reason why my showers took so long was because every hotel had a mysterious shower that would give me cold water, like icy cold water. And I would scream inside. I'd be like, why is this so cold? Because I usually do really hot showers in Canada. I like taking showers until I'm like a boiled lobster, basically. So I couldn't figure out how to turn the hot water on to save my life. So like I spent like 15 minutes battling with the cold water, trying to get accustomed to it. So that was interesting. And more sights. Ha Long Bay is really pretty. More green, very green. Super green. We actually went on some of the islands because one of them had a cave. You'll see some cave pictures later. This is overgrown. It was like what do you call it? The ark in a garden, and you walk through it. That was what it was. This is the cave. Isn't that really pretty? They kind of look like mushrooms, don't they? I like caves. I like rocks a lot, actually. I'm not a vampire, I promise. And then you had like smooth areas like this, and the tour guide actually would tell stories about the rocks. For example, they'd be like, oh, this rock is about a lover and her boyfriend. This one is a witch rock. And I was like, oh, interesting. More mushroom-shaped ones. A hole for light. I was actually thinking, in the case that the exit is blocked off, could I hypothetically crawl out of this cave? And the answer is no. I would not be able to crawl out of the cave. More mushroom rocks. And this is cool, because the cave had a natural spring to it. So this thing would just like sploosh out water into this cave, and they called it the fairy springs. Because the legend is that the fairies would shower here in this tiny spring. They would shower and bathe in here. I did not see any fairies, unfortunately, but if there's any fairy VTubers out there, you can shower here, I guess. The water was fresh, apparently. I don't doubt it. More island photos. Halong Bay is really pretty. I don't know what this fruit is. I don't know why I took a picture of it, but they gave me this fruit, and it was really sour, and I didn't know how to feel about it, but I forgot the name. If anyone knows what this weird fruit is, you let me know. But that is a fruit. And these islands are called, they're called roosters. They're basically two roosters fighting. Oh, hi, Ari. Hi, Renary. It's nice to see you here. Welcome. But yeah, so these islands are called like the rooster islands because they're two roosters fighting. But then at a certain angle, the roosters would kiss. So this is the food they served on the yacht. So those are squid cakes on the left bottom corner. The brown things are squid cakes. They're very delicious. The middle one is spring rolls. They're spring rolls, which don't look like the normal spring rolls at home. The one on the right is, I think they're muscle clams. You also have to pry those open with your bare hands, and that was not fun. And that's a fish. I don't really eat fish though, because fish is really just bony. I have a bad gag reflex, so I can't really eat. Let's see. Overedge Pop says, I thought it was an oddly shaped strawberry at first. Yeah, I don't know. The plant looks so alien to me. I didn't know what it was. And then, oh yeah, and then in the photo you see there's some shrimp there. The shrimp is good. I like shrimp with like chili, no, not chili, salt, pepper, and lime. I really like eating shrimp with that. It's very good. Now, this is where we went to an academy. This is in Hanoi. Is Hanoi the capital of Vietnam? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm so sorry. My Vietnamese followers are gonna unfollow me and disown me, but Hanoi, I'm pretty sure that's the capital, was very beautiful. There's a lot of rich culture. This place is actually the academy. This was one of the first educational institutions of Vietnam. So it's like a museum now, but this is where people could get educated. More trees. Yeah, it was very pretty. They had like a pond in the middle with koi fish in it. I don't know what this is. I don't know. It looks like a cauldron, but it's probably maybe put incense in it? More good-looking food. Yes, there's so much delicious food here. It's so good. I love it. Okay, so let's continue with the slideshow. Okay, so yeah, this is the architecture of the building. So they would go to classrooms. I don't know how they learned it. It was really hot there. I was like, whoa, how do you not bake? There's no air conditioning the old days. Let's see. Jimothy says, one of my friends lives in Vietnam and said that bugs are a common thing they eat. Or she put like, I guess it depends on the region, right? Because if you're in the populated cities, right, bugs are not common. It's more on the countryside, I think. Because when I was in grade, I think, I was in like high school, I went to Vietnam and I ate like grasshoppers there. Or not grasshopper, the crickets, they're smaller. Yeah, I ate like fried crickets, and fried crickets are pretty good actually. They're not that bad, they're like chips. So it really depends on the region you go to. And here, this is the inside. It's like a meeting room. This is, so instead of a school bell, they had this drum, and they would hit the drum to signal the next class, which is pretty cool. And remember how I said the turtle thing was like education, and like the master's degree, the people with like very renowned educational excellency, they would put their names on these turtle things. Unfortunately, it wore off, so you can't really see the names anymore. This is a golden turtle. There's a lot of turtles at this academy, but I didn't see a single live turtle, unfortunately. Those are the classrooms. That's another classroom. That's a heart. So, after I went to the academy with the tourist group, we went to this lake. This is a famous lake that I forgot the name of, unfortunately, but there is a very special legend that has a rumor about a king and an animal. You can probably guess what the animal is. It was a turtle. It was a turtle. Let me tell you about the legend of the lake after I blow my nose again, because when I talk, my nose gets really stuffy. Okay, I'm good. Sorry about blowing my nose so often. I don't know why it happens all the time when I talk too much. Yeah, losing historical records sucked because everything was really worn down. But yeah, okay, anyways, let me talk about the lake. Did I take a picture? Oh yeah, here, a nicer picture of the lake. So this place is a popular place to take your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash partner. And the legend of the lake was basically the king or the emperor of Vietnam would come here and, or not come here, but he basically got a sword from the gods, right? He got a sword from the gods, and he won the war with this great, amazing sword. But he said, oh, this is a weapon of the gods. I have to return it to the gods. So he went to this lake, and this golden turtle came, or I think it was golden, came out of the lake, and he gave the sword to the turtle, and the turtle went back into the lake, and the sword was returned to its rightful owner. And apparently a lot of people tried to search for the sword but couldn't find it. Oh, bye Ruko. I hope you have a good time at work. Netu says, I'm noticing a theme with turtles. Yeah, Hanoi has a lot of turtles. They have like 4 heavenly beasts, a dragon, I think a dragon, a lion, a turtle. I forgot the last one though. I think a phoenix, yeah. Oh, hi Milk Advisor. Welcome to the stream. We are at picture 272 out of 349. It's a long one. So anyways, yeah, so this is a very famous spot. And this one is more of the lake. It's a big lake. And more food! This was also on the, oh no. We're in a new location actually. Wait, recap. Sapa took 3 hours to drive there. It is a mountain in Vietnam. It's kind of isolated. There's a lot of tourism there, but they have a very different culture from other Vietnam places. Like instead of having like ao dais, they have these other outfits. And so this food, surprisingly, despite being at a mountain and having a much different culture than Vietnam, this was actually the easiest food for me to eat. I was accustomed to my taste palette, surprisingly. For example, the thing on the lower left is like a braised short rib. The thing on the right is a fish. And then that's like a beef stew on the top. You go up right a little bit. It's like a cabbage. It's really cool, right? But I think these slides are out of order actually, because we didn't go to Sapa till later. I'll tell you guys when we're going to Sapa, but Sapa is really nice. Yay, out of order slides. Anyways, after the lake, ignore that last slide, but after the lake, so the tour, this is the thing. When I first started in the tourist group, I was really isolated. I didn't have anyone to talk to. But then I actually made friends with the 3 other girls in the tourist group. They couldn't speak Vietnamese very perfectly, but they couldn't speak English perfectly, but with my broken busted Vietnamese and their small knowledge of English, we managed to communicate with each other, and we grew close to each other. This is us having a group photo of our bubble tea, our boba. And that girl, that person in the purple shirt, she was so sweet. She was like a little girl. She was so sweet. She would hold my hand when we crossed the street. It was wholesome. It was very wholesome. I really liked being with that group. Anyways, this is the traditional Vietnamese water puppet show. This was my favorite thing in Vietnam. Some people thought it was boring, but I loved it. See those puppets? Those puppets are actually put in water and they move, and it's really cool. It's very rich in culture. Look at that. See, they have the wooden fish, wooden guy. I realize in hindsight this picture might look a bit weird, but I promise it's a guy catching a fish. It's a guy catching a fish. I promise it's a guy catching a fish. And I couldn't take a recording of the photo because I didn't want to be that guy in the movie theater who has his phone out on flash being obnoxious. But this is a fish, and I found a video on YouTube. Wait, first let me show some pictures first. What do you mean that guy's clearly flying on a fish? Yeah, he's flying on the fish. He's flying on the fish. But this is what it looks like. So there were singers on the right and left, and there were people playing instruments. And yeah, see that? And you can see the puppets would go from the back. They would come out the back and they would leave from the back. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this video on YouTube I found by Screech 5555 that I found on YouTube. Just let me pause the lo-fi music. Go back to the OBS, and I'm gonna play. No, warning, volume warning. This might get loud. Okay, so just brace yourself because I did not test the volume on this thing. Okay. Let me see the words. Okay, here we go. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, they have like these drummers. This is like the introduction, and you can see that the puppets move very fluidly. It's really cool. I didn't expect them to move this naturally. Yes, they're drumming. There's a lot of cool lights, and they would play like real instruments in the back. There you go. They're going to the back of the stage. And these are the dragons. The dragons are so pretty. And in this puppet show, they actually had like an English voiceover. So basically, they gave us this earpiece, and they would have like context to the stories, which is really nice. And but the thing is, they called the lions like it's like the Chinese Lunar New Year lions. They called them unicorns in the English voiceover I was listening to, and I was like, unicorn? That doesn't even have a horn. That's not a unicorn. Anyways, yeah. So for example, like this is about like villagers going in the fields, right? Tilling the fields. So it's really pretty. This one is about a guy trying to catch a frog, but then he ends up catching a really big fish. And this big fish ends up dragging him around. Oh, no, actually, wait, no. Wrong story. A snake is chasing him. The snake is chasing him. There's a lot of stories. This is the big fish one. A guy fishing. And look at that big fish. It was really fun. I hope if you guys ever see an opportunity to go to Vinmi's Water Puppet Festival, you will go and see it yourself. Because it is very worth it. It is so cool. Look at that. More fishing! There's a lot of fishing. Unfortunately, this video doesn't have the more historic video parts of the thing, because, for example, they had like a section where they were talking about the four beasts, or the four heavenly creatures, right? And one of them was a phoenix, and they had two phoenix puppets mating each other. It was actually, they were like wooing each other, and they made like a baby, and I was like, whoa! And the egg even cracked open, showing a baby chicken there. It was really cute. Even like a duck show too, a song about ducks. So let's go to the next one now. So the next slide, what am I doing? Click next slide. There we go. So after that, we left for the streets, and it was really busy. And unfortunately, the taxis refused to drive in the area because it was so crowded. So we had to walk, and it took like 30 minutes to walk home. And unfortunately, the poor girl in the tour group that I was talking about, the little girl, her feet hurt a lot. So I walked with her. We walked a bit slower, but crossing the street in Vietnam is a matter of life and death. There are motorcycles and cars everywhere, and I'm like, I don't want to get hit. It's like playing Crossy Roads, but with your life, basically. And there was a lot of cool sights, and they also, so this is my hotel, by the way. Oh yeah, I promise you, I have more pictures. This is out of order, but it's okay. So, why do hotel rooms have windows to the washroom? Can someone let me know? Because this hotel room had a window, and this was extremely awkward. I was like self-conscious the whole time. Like, what is the point of this? Even if you're like a couple, right, and you're doing a couple things, why would you want to watch someone shower naked, right? put on the lotion, drying the hair. I was like, why? Brushing their teeth. Someone please help me answer that. So anyways, yeah, there's more food here. This one is like a steamed fish in it. It's very bony though. And let's see. Kimono, it says they have the windows so people can make sure you don't drown in the bathroom. Oh, that's a good reason. You gotta watch to make sure your partner is safe. Oh, that's ginger chicken. That's a leafy green that's very bitter. That's a leafy green that's less bitter. That's ganjua, sour soup. That's an egg omelet. This was the best thing here because this was like home. My mom used to always make egg omelets for me. I was like, dang, I'm gonna eat that so much. I'm gonna eat a bunch of it. It's easy to eat. It's part of my flavor palette that I'm used to. And they even had fries. They were like sweet yams, but with sesame seeds in it. But I ate the egg instead. And this thing is chili salt. I told you, I am a chili salt connoisseur. I love chili salt. Their chili salt, though, they had like some other flavors. They had some like lemongrass in it, some herbs, which I don't know. I prefer the pure chili salt. And that's fish, but raw and plated beautifully. Anyways, back to the city after eating. There's a lot of lights, and this was the most obnoxious, eye-catching, attention-demanding place I've ever seen. Like, this is night, so it's very dark, and you're like, we're walking near the lake again, and this place made me go practically blind. This photo does not do it justice. This photo this place gave me whiplash. I was like, what? What am I supposed to look at here? It's so bright. How do you even see? How are people even in there? And there's a church. I wanted to go to the church, but unfortunately, so it was actually funny. So it wasn't unfortunately, but the little girl wanted to go go-karting because there was go-karting in this plaza. And I was like, okay, you know what? I've been to a church before. I'm gonna go go-karting with you. But by the time you went there, the go-karting was over, replaced with a concert. A really crowded concert. We waited for 2 hours for the concert, and then we got tired, and we were like, okay, you know what? We want to go home. And I went to a spa, actually, with her. And the thing is, I learned... So remember how I have sensitive skin, right? Well, in the massage, okay, it hurt, for one. They, like, pulled on my fingers and my toes, and I laughed a lot. But they put this aromatic oil on me. And my skin had like a day delayed reaction. So the next day I had a rash everywhere and I was suffering. I was like, wow, oh, my skin, what happened to me? So I will probably never have a massage again. So anyways, afterwards we went to Fancy Pan. Fancy Pan is still in Sapa, but it is a giant mountain in Vietnam. It's a huge mountain. So Fancy Pan is the English, the one of the F is the English translation, but in Vietnamese, you say the PH. This place was crowded. There was such a big lineup. I think when I went back to Canada, I was immune. I was immune to lineups after this. Because I'll show you the lineup. Behold, look at this lineup. This, by the way, is the middle of the lineup. This was the middle of the lineup, by the way. You could see like that guy in the corner taking a photo too. He knows. And the thing is, this is the middle of the lineup. And you have to like turn right. And there's more lineup over there, by the way. And I was suffering. I was tired. I kind of had to go to the washroom, but I didn't want to lose my space in line. And in Fancy Pan, it was like life or death in the lineup. People were pushing each other. They tried to cut in line. It was dangerous, you know. It was dangerous. People like bumping up against each other. Definitely not social distancing. People will budge in front of you if you don't protect your location. But the sight was worth it. We went on this gondola, and it was gorgeous. Look at those views. Sapa was probably the most beautiful location, in my opinion, of Vietnam that I saw. I was like, whoa, I'm scared of heights, but this is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at it. It's all from the gondola, by the way. You could see the height. Those are all rice paddy fields. So since Sapa is on a mountain, they couldn't grow their crops on a slant, right? So they would make staircases and they would grow these things on it. And then like after we went to a certain height, it got really cloudy. And this is where I got scared because at one point we were engulfed in a cloud. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything at all. And you can see the clouds up there too. And that thing in the corner is a giant Buddha statue because there's actually a temple in Fancy Pan. And you can see more people. Look how high we are. We were really high. And there were so many stairs. I was dying. And luckily there was a train that went up and down the mountain to help. But the thing is that the train had more lineups. So that was like already 30-minute wait. And I was like, why? Why do I have to wait so long? And the elevation is 3,143 meters. In Vietnam, instead of a comma, they use a dot. So that's why it looks like 3.143 meters. But it's actually much, much higher. Also, there's a souvenir shop. See that guy? And it's on his shirt. It says, I heart Sapa. It was very cute. But this mascot looks kind of ugly. What is that? Is that a chick or is that just a guy? Oh, that mountain is taller than you. Yeah, that mountain was tall. I would be very surprised if you were that big. But then again, maybe you could have a big heart. So then after that, we went back to Sapa. And then in Sapa, we basically went to one of the village. So this village isn't like as traditional, but this is more like a touristy village. This was awful to walk in. There were stairs. And the stairs were uneven. So you could like trip and fall. And so basically, I have a saying. So when you walk a lot of stairs, my gym teacher in high school basically had a saying where the way down is hard on your knees, but the way up is hard on your heart. That rung true here. I was dying inside. And this is the traditional clothing they wore. And it's really pretty. The dresses are gorgeous, but it's really hot, so. Tenshi, hi Tenshi Yuma. The plush has an ugly but endearing design. I know, right? I do love cute and ugly things. I know that there's this stuffed animal that has like human-looking teeth on it. I forgot what it's called though. Fuglies? No idea. But it's a real toy which has human teeth in it. They replaced it with fake human teeth, but like in the original doll, they put real human teeth in it. It was really cool. Anyways, so this is more dresses. Very pretty. And these are the stairs. This is like the corner of the stairs. There's more stairs. Some buildings. The sights were beautiful. Look at that. Lots of stairs. Some plants. And there's an ox. I've never seen an ox before, so that was really cool. And that place, you see the hearts there? That's where couples can go, look at the view, be all lovey-dovey, but I am a single Pringle, so that couldn't be me. So this is the village. You can see the pathway is very rocky, so it's very easy to trip. And this is one of the examples of the houses in the olden days, you know? So basically, they would take this corn and they would dry it. And I was like, why are you drying corn? Well, they would actually put the corn inside a mill like this. And they would make corn, I think it was corn wine or corn beer out of it. It was really cool. And then this is how they dye it. So in Sapa, they dye these beautiful blue fabrics in this giant tub. And they actually had a team. So one person would like make the fabric and dye it, and another person would embroider the beautiful designs on the outfits. And this was one of the workers there. We had permission, but I made sure to only get the side of her face. And this is her working on it. You can see her hands are dyed from the blue dye they use. And it was very intricate. It was very soothing in a way to watch. And then there's also a beautiful waterfall. So even though I think it was a 500-meter elevation that we walked of stairs worth, it was like a stairs worth of that distance, but it was worth it because at the bottom there's this beautiful village with waterfalls, more waterfalls, and it was gorgeous. You're gonna see more waterfalls, by the way, and a house. A funny thing about this house was a pretty mountain. Yeah, it's gorgeous. A funny thing about this was someone was taking like Instagram photos. So this person was like posing at a window, and this guy with a professional camera was looking at her like, "Oh yeah, move your hand here, move your head here," and I was like, "Whoa." So this is the photographer life. Yeah, mountain architecture's gorgeous. It's like a fantasy world come to life. So, more waterfall. More waterfall. More waterfall. and more waterfall. And this was so Sapa also has this traditional mountain what no lost train of thought. Sapa has this beautiful dancing. Why did I say mountain? They had this beautiful umbrella dance that they would do. They would like they kind of did like a duck walk with the umbrella, which is really cool. And then they would like hold each other up in the air like this. And they did a lot of music and stuff. It was really cool. And then this was one of my favorite parts. Let's see. Kimono says traveling to Nam for the gram. That's so true. People like, okay, you know how I said there's traditional outfits in the mountain? They had fur on it. And I was like, who would wear that? This is so hot. But these tourists and these probably like influencers were all wearing it. And I was like, dang, you have willpower for beauty, girl. Work. Anyway, so this bamboo dance, basically, you see the bamboo rods they're holding? They would put it against the two bamboo rods on the floor you see there. And they would like they would slam the bamboo onto the lower bamboo there. I don't know if I'm making sense here. They would take the bamboo they're holding right now. They would rest it on the bamboo on the floor, and then they would slam it against the ground to make a beat. And they would move the bamboo like together and apart. And they invited people from the crowd to basically it's like hopscotch or jump rope basically. So you'd have to like hop to the beat and try and not get your foot caught in the bamboo as they move the bamboo back and forth. And I lost a shoe to this. I lost a shoe because I have no sense of rhythm. But eventually I got the rhythm and I joined and I did not lose a shoe or trip, luckily. It's really fun and festive. Marfit. More dry chicken. We're seeing a pattern here of dry chicken. And I don't know why. I don't know why North Vietnam has such dry chicken. But this chicken needs moisturizer as well. Let's see. Jimothy says that sounds fun. It is so fun. If you could ever participate in it, you totally should. Yeah, my shoe was lost. I had to like pick it up and try not to pinch my hands in the bamboo because they did not stop for anyone. But yes, food. Is that mapo tofu? What's it called? Mapo tofu, I think, in the top left corner. It was pretty good. It was beautiful though. And then, one moment, sorry, I need to drink water. Water, please. I've been talking too much. So anyways, this thing was called a mango shake, and I thought mango shake would mean like a smoothie that was a mango. But no, it's mango with chili, fish sauce, sugar, concoction. It is very delicious. I recommend it. If you ever get like a sour mango, you should try it. Remember, chili. You gotta get Thai chili pepper, get some sugar, get some fish sauce, mash it all together, and then cut up your mango and then just mix it in a bag. It was really good. But here, this thing was actually a bubble tea place. And the bubble tea, this service was really bad because it took 30 minutes. 30 minutes to get our bubble tea. And they got one of my friend's orders wrong. So imagine waiting 30 minutes for bubble tea. I think they forgot about us. Kimono says, man, they love putting chili in everything. They do, but chili's delicious. So yes, 30 minutes for bubble tea. They got one of my friends' order wrong, and I was telling them stories about my... Oh, was that a truck? Sorry, truck behind me. But, so, yeah, it was a long time, and I was telling my friends a story about how I hate hot pot. Like, I like Vietnamese hot pot, like lẩu, but I don't like other hot pots for some reason. I don't know why. I just get bored of it. I don't like it. And so we ordered tteokbokki. Or I ordered tteokbokki because I love tteokbokki, right? It's spicy, it's delicious, it's chewy. It was a hot pot. The tteokbokki was a hot pot. And everyone laughed, including myself, because this was so ironic. I was just telling them, I hate hot pot. And the tteokbokki was in a hot pot. Can you even see the tteokbokki? Because it wasn't there. It was like half fish cake, half tteokbokki. And the tteokbokki was cooked so much that you didn't have to chew it. It disintegrated in your tongue. It was that overcooked. I was mortified. I was like, what? I also realized I did not turn back on the lo-fi music. Gotta turn that back on. And yeah, so the tteokbokki horror was awful. The soup was not flavored at all, and I was disturbed. So, and remember, I waited 30 minutes for my bubble tea. Why did I put this photo here? Jump scare warning, guys. Now, this is the second last photo I have. We are almost done, guys. Hi, Ichigo. Hi, Ichigo. Ichigo, welcome, welcome. We're almost done here. This is the second last photo we have. What is this disturbing mannequin, you ask? Well, for some reason, our tourist bus took us into this shady place. And I had no idea what it was. There's pictures of, like, smiles, black toothpaste, towels you used to wrap on your head. And I was like, what is this place? And they put us in this room. They put us in this room with a lot of chairs in it and this table. And then we all entered and they gave us tea and they locked the room. They locked the room. And I was like, what's going on? Why did you lock the room? And this guy proceeds to talk really fast. So I couldn't understand him because he had a northern accent and I couldn't understand it. So my dad translated it. But even though I did not understand what the man was saying, I knew this was an advertisement. Because he was like, look at this cotton. Bamboo can absorb water faster or something like that. And I was like, and he was like, yeah, here's a toothpaste with bamboo charcoal is very good for you. Here's a towel, it'll dry your hair really fast. Here's a backpack that can turn into a blanket. And I was like, oh, help me. This is why they locked the door, so that I can't leave. So what horror nonsense is that? I know it's a mannequin. So this bamboo place was cursed. Everything was a quote-unquote bamboo. And they took us through this hallway, this cramped maze-like hallway with advertisements left and right of just quote-unquote bamboo stuff. My parents once got stuck in one of those for 3 hours and I got left at the hotel for that long. No, that's a big nope for me. No, yeah, at least they worked hard to trap you so that they could sell you stuff. They're committed. Yeah, I did not buy anything. This mannequin was at that place. I was like, are you sure this is good advertising? Because this mannequin looks like someone put an adult head on a little girl's body. They just sewed it up and I was like, no, this is horrifying. And here's the funny thing. My dad noticed that one of the shirts, right, that they sold, he looked at the little tag that tells you what's in it. And it said like 90% polyester, 10% cotton, no percent bamboo. I was like, so this place says it's bamboo, but it's not bamboo. The real horror is the advertising, yes. Honestly, the worst thing is just people insistently trying to sell you things. And in Vietnam, people will walk up to you in the street saying, please, am I, buy my stuff. Oh, hi, Van Bills, nice to meet you, hi. Welcome back. Yes, it's really great to be back from the trip. The tiny legs. I know this tiny stumpy legs is so scary. But yes, buy stuff where the mannequin will find you. Honestly, this mannequin stares into my soul. But yeah, this was the trip to Vietnam. It's kind of sad that the last thing I took a picture of was that mannequin. But yeah, I went back and it was great. But remember how I said each week was a new curse? First week was jet lag. Second week was taking out my wisdom teeth. Third week was food poisoning from the Korean barbecue place. Well, when I came back from my trip, or when I came back from North Vietnam for my tour, I went back to my grandparents' house, and guess who got an infection? I did. My face was swollen like a mosquito had bitten my cheek, and I was suffering. I could not eat anything but rice again until I went to the dentist. And the dentist, so basically I was supposed to remove one side of my wisdom teeth first, and then my other side when I came back, but I couldn't because my infection was so bad. I was in pain. I had to take painkillers every couple hours, basically, what was recommended anyways. And they had to drain my gum, and that hurt way more than the wisdom teeth extraction. Like the wisdom teeth extraction, they had to like cut open the gum. They had to drill the tooth in like 3 parts and yank it out, but the draining was worse. They had to like poke around the little socket that was created by my surgery, and they had to drain it out, and it tasted horrible. They put some antiseptic in it. No anesthesia. I think it's called anesthesia, right? The thing that makes it numb. They did not put that, and they shoved this giant cloth rubber thing inside my mouth, and they just stuffed it in. It was a large tissue paper sized rubber felt thing, and they shoved it all inside that tiny little socket of my tooth. It hurt a lot. I wanted to cry, and it tasted bad, and I had a bad taste in my mouth for like a whole day. But it's over now. My tooth is healed, or not. My gums are healed for the most part, and unfortunately, it's cheaper in Vietnam to take your tooth out, so I'm gonna have to fork over a lot of money for my other 2 teeth in Canada, unfortunately. But I'm gonna just enjoy food first before I do that. But yes, yeah, it was. Oh, thank you for the nice airplane shot. Yeah, but it was really bad. Let's see. Kimono says, yeah, I've been to too many countries, and street runners Mexico and Turkey try to sleep you a lot of stuff. Yeah, they try to sell you a lot. Nice airplane, yes. But yeah, it did hurt. I am okay now, luckily. But well, one more thing about Sapa. If you go to Sapa, it's not all fun and games. In Sapa, they also there's a lot of child exploitation, I'll just be honest. They basically have the little kids, they have their little children, like, go in the streets, sell you stuff, right? They sell you stuff, dance around, they would, like, sleep on the streets to try and get you money, and they have to basically do an announcement, and the police have to tell you, do not give the kids money. If you go to Sapa, do not give the kids money, because it encourages the parents to do crappy things. Understood? Understood. But yes, that was my trip. So, oh, phew, how long was that anyways? 9, 10, 11, just 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You know what? That's good, that's good. So let me just go back to my just chattings section. There we go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little slideshow about Vietnam. Am I feeling okay? Yeah. Luckily, by the time I went back to Canada, it was all better now, so that's good. My face didn't look like a golf ball was shoved into it anymore. Hey, that was really fun. Really, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. It's my first time doing like a just chatting stream with no games, so I'm really glad. Thank you guys for coming. I had a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of food together, got to see a lot of weird things, a lot of sights. So yeah, now that I'm back in Canada, right now my focus is just commissions, re-rigging my model, and it's gonna take a while. Let's see. That was a lot of fun. Glad I was able to catch the whole stream. Yes, thank you for showing up. Especially since it's long. Let's see, Ichigo. I only saw the end of the stream, but you were cute. Shiny wasn't lying. Oh, thank you. Don't worry, I'm gonna have the VOD up once I finish. Come on, Gamer, great stream. Thank you. Your trip was mostly amazing. Mostly amazing, aside from the curses. Jimmy, good luck on the comms and re-rig. Thank you. I'm focusing on. I'm right now doing the body, the head XY, but I gotta finish my commissions first, and then I'm gonna take it slow. Let's see, Tenshiyuma. It's really fascinating to see through the kinds of photos and learn a bit more about Vietnam. Yes, I'm very proud of my culture. One day I do want to make an Ao Yai outfit for my VTuber model. I'm really proud of my culture. I want to learn how to speak Vietnamese more because I'm very self-conscious when speaking Vietnamese. And hopefully my Vietnamese pronunciation wasn't too bad in the stream. Renee, great pictures. Thank you for sharing them. Aww, thank you for looking at them. Jimothy Jammy, I'm glad I could catch a whole stream and not the first 5 minutes. Yes, thank you for coming. I'm glad. I was really happy by your comments. Natu says, thanks for sharing your trip. Yes, thank you. It took a while for me to sort my photos, but I'm really glad I was able to share it, even though some were out of order and stuff. So yeah, I guess this is a good place to end the stream. I wanted to say thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna continue making videos. It's gonna be fun. I'm considering also posting a 3rd video series of Pop Tropica, maybe a short 3-episode series of one of the islands, maybe on a Saturday, because I really want to live my childhood dreams with Pop Tropica, in case anyone remembers it. Let's see, Overedge props. I look forward to your upcoming commissions. Always love seeing your designs. Thank you. 2 of them are weapon commissions. One of them is gonna be digital art, which I'm really excited for. It's like a full body picture. I'm really excited with the whole background. Vietnam definitely is inspiring me for more backgrounds. Pop Tropica Pog. Yeah, Pop Tropica. I'm gonna be doing Arabian Nights Islands because that was the first island. I bought it on Steam for $20. Please watch the video. I spent a lot of money on Pop Tropica. Just kidding. I also plan on hopefully making my video shorter. My collab videos are still probably gonna be like an hour long, but I will not do 1 hour and 40-minute long videos anymore. I've heard your feedback. And then I am going to try and make my other videos maybe like less than an hour, maybe 40 minutes, 30 minutes. We'll see how that works with the Hollow Knight series especially. But the Pop Tropica videos will be short. unless I'm really stuck on an island. Poptropica feels nostalgic hearing that game. Yes, I will be posting a Poptropica series. I don't know. Should I post it tomorrow or should I post it next week? What do you guys think? Because I do have one episode ready. Tell me about it, guys. What do you think? What do you think? And yeah, and also it was fun customizing it. I still remember my account from when I first played as a kid, and my character was adorable. Because I got to go Nightwatch Island, and there was it was a mall themed, so there's a lot of cool outfits. My current Poptropica avatar isn't as cute, but it will do, it will do. There's an angel skin, so luckily I am good in that department. I got a halo, and I am good. Jimothy says, I'm gonna be greedy and say tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow, Poptropica video. Let's say, should I keep it 8 a.m. or should I do in the afternoon? Maybe we'll do 8 a.m. still, so when you wake up, you'll have an episode. Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Let's see, Kimono, I'd be down to watch Poptropica. Sadly can't watch the Hollow Knight series, as I'm gonna play the game myself. Yes, Kimono. Don't spoil it for yourself. Finish the game, and then you can watch my series if you want. So you can laugh at me, at how bad I am. Fun fact, everyone was telling me you can hit up and down, and I was like, you can? You can? Because I've been attacking the bosses sideways the entire time, making my life harder for myself. Jimothy says, don't ask me about my old account. It's extremely cringy. It's okay. Me too, me too. Honestly, doing this Poptropica video, I'm like, people are gonna cringe, aren't they? But it's okay, it's okay. I'm gonna embrace the cringe. But yeah, Hollow Knight is fun. Like, if you guys watched my really scuffed episode where I did a commentary for 10 minutes over my recording, you'll see in the boss fight, I won't spoil it for Kimono, but in one of the boss fights, I was hitting the boss sideways. It was like a flying boss, and I had to hit, you could just jump and hit it from under it, right? But I didn't know, I forgot about it. So I was hitting the side of it, and it was really, I was like, why? This is impossible! Until I remembered that my commenters, including Netu's voice in my head going, hit up, and that made my boss fight so much easier. I think it took me about 7 tries. I raged so hard in that, but I'm glad I beat it, and I'm gonna look for the next place. You did very well narrating. Oh, thank you. It was the first time doing commentary, so I was really anxious. So yes, Kimono, I hope you enjoy Hollow Knight. Super fun. Don't worry, my videos will still be here for when you finish, and then we can compare our journey, because I'm pretty sure I accessed some places I was not supposed to early on because I had the lantern. But anyways, yes, Hollow Knight. And then when I finish Hollow Knight, there's so many games I want to play. I know that when October rolls around, Momo, Pudu, and I want to make a series on the forest again. That's one of our plans. And then, but then we never played Overcooked because I think Pudu should be back from, because she also went traveling, right? So Momo and I were traveling in July, and then Pudu is traveling in August. So our schedules just like, they crossed each other, and we couldn't record Overcooked, unfortunately. But maybe Overcooked will be another day. And then, so we're gonna play Sons of the Forest. And eventually, Kim and I want to play Minecraft together. Because none of us actually beat the Ender Dragon. Ever. We've never actually beat the Ender Dragon. So we kind of want to make a series where our goal is just beat the Ender Dragon. Like, but the thing is, Minecraft might be harder to narrate because there's a lot of farming, a lot of resource gathering, and that might be boring to like watch. So I'll have to see how can I make a Minecraft video with maybe like 2 hours of footage become a 30-minute episode. We'll see, but I'm excited. I love playing with Kim a lot, and yeah, that's the thing. They're my very precious friends. I'm really appreciating. I know that sometimes in the VTubing circle, collabs with like other VTubers are very common, and honestly, I'm not totally against it. But the thing is, I don't stream, right? So I can't really, because a lot of other VTubers, their schedules are in the evening, right? My schedule is in the morning, but I don't really plan on doing too many streams or collab streams. But I love collab videos with my friends. These are my friends who I've had before VTubing, so I love it when people like comment on my collab videos. When people like my friends, I'm happy. But yes, those are my plans right now for the video. I don't have any other solo videos planned, because I know Hollow Knight's gonna take me a very, 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 very long time. Anyways, I think this is a good place to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the nearly 3-hour VOD. VOD. They call it VOD, right? You're gonna do what you have fun with more than anything. Yes, I love making videos. I don't think I'll stop even when I do have more free time. But making streams occasionally, it's fun. Every time I make a stream, it feels like a special event with everyone because I don't do it often. So seeing you guys and being able to talk to you guys live is a new experience. It's very precious. Yes. Bye, Timothy. Bye, everyone. Bye, Renee. Thank you for the stream all.